but
like
you'd have
as
to
much.
be.
It'd have to be like as much cast iron shit as you could fit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
it
don't
would
even think
really
that
be
would
hard
work.
to do. That's a fair point too.
Yeah,
So
even
I
then, like
figure. Oh, go
I don't
ahead.
think there's enough room in there to put as much cast iron shit in there. Yeah, even then,
Oh,
like
like it physically wouldn't fit. That makes
I don't think
sense.
there's enough room in there to put as much cast iron shit in there. Yeah, even then,
Oh,
like
like it physically wouldn't fit. That makes sense.
I do kind of want to try it now. Yeah.
Dude, I don't blame you. That's tempting.
Yeah.
Oh
Why the
man.
fuck didn't the Mythbusters ever tackle that one?
They were just too busy making shit up. I fucking hate the Mythbusters so much, man. I really liked that when I was a kid because I thought that was like legitimately like real
No,
science.
not
But
just
now it's
for
like
yeah,
it's
not
obviously
just for
was just
entertainment
entertainment
purposes.
and it's not remotely connected to real science at all. They're just fucking
Mhm.
bullshit.
Yeah, I was watching one of the Fat Electricians videos. Uh, I think it was the one about the white feather guy, the sniper, that
Yeah.
ended up. He shot the other sniper. It was like the scene in Saving Private Ryan, where the
Oh, he
guy's up
shot
in
the
the
other guy
German
through the
guy.
scope.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
I remember like the electrician talking
Mhm.
about that and like all the stuff around it and like
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
controversy
because I
and going,
think
God damn, that's fucking crazy, dude. Like,
yeah, because apparently the Mythbusters busted that myth, and then Fat Electrician and his buddies went out and got the exact equipment that would was most likely used and showed that it is possible.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, and I saw a thing. I think I posted a video and we talked about it, maybe even. But I saw a thing where Adam was answering like fan questions about whether people are questioning the veracity of their so-called experiments, and
All right.
at one point he was even saying like, yeah, no, that would have been better, but we had to like
Hmm.
insurance issues and it wasn't safe and it didn't fit the narrative we were crafting. And I was like, as soon as I heard that part,
Hmm.
I was like, oh,
Wow,
well, never mind.
that's fucking yeah, that's some bullshit. Yeah, they used hollow points. The Mythbusters
Oh
used
yeah,
hollow
because and
points.
hollow points expand. Like you would never snipe with
Yeah,
hollow points.
they break into fucking pieces.
Well, not only that, but I don't think you would ever intentionally use hollow points to snipe.
No, no,
Like they're not
that's why it's
particularly
fucking
like they're
ridiculous.
accurate, but they're not like super accurate. Like you would want a bullet with
Yeah,
like
and
a
you want it
real
to just
tip on it.
go through. Yeah, you don't need it to frag. Yeah, it's for a couple of reasons at least. But yeah, they didn't use hollow points, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well, and
can't
hollow points have
imagine
that
they do
open-ended
nowadays.
tip, so like they would not only would they not be particularly stable long-term distance-wise, but
Right.
like they
Mm.
would slow down and go less distance than a bullet with a pointed tip.
Yeah,
So like it
yeah.
would be
Like I
the
said,
worst possible ammunition you could choose. Like, which that's
yeah,
insane.
yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't even know he had that other channel that he does. The Fat Electrician has the other channel that does all the fucking like any non-military shit he feels like doing a video about.
Oh yeah, he talks a lot about like businesses and stuff like that, like crazy
Yeah,
like
yeah.
businesses and.
Did you see the one about Pepsi?
Oh, where they got like a bunch of fucking military boats from Russia for
Mm.
like for the
Right,
fucking
right.
Pepsi syrup or whatever.
Yeah, well, there's that part, which is pretty. Actually, it did end up turning being, relatively interesting. But the part that I liked about it was the dude from Pepsi, back when, fuck, who was Nixon vice president for? Eisenhower, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But anyways, Nixon, whoever Nixon was vice president for, basically they had a thing where Khrushchev like came over to America for a while, and they took him to like some trade show or some shit like that, and he thought they were making shit up, like just trying to, it's kind of doing like what North Korea does with the supermarkets and shit.
Oh yeah, like the fake fucking
Which I
supermarkets
don't.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they were. I think it was just a fucking whatever trademark or whatever the fuck it was. Um, and then they went over to Russia or the USSR at the time, and towards the end of whatever they're walking through over there was the guy from Pepsi, and he went up to the Khrushchev, and he's like, "All right, here, I want to, I've got 2 cups here of Pepsi." He's like, "All right, this one is from the U.S. that we brought it with us, and then this other one is one that we made with water that we got here in Soviet Union after we got here, and made it with Russian water or whatever." And
Oh yeah.
like it's pretty ingenious because, as you can probably guess, he was kind of ho hum about the one that came from America, but then when he drank the one that had the Russian water, he's like, "Oh yeah, that's terrific. Tastes fantastic." Um, and that's exactly what the Pepsi guy wanted, because he can use that. He doesn't need to fucking tell the part about the Russian water thing. He just be like, "See, Khrushchev loves Pepsi."
Yeah. All you need is that he likes Pepsi. Yeah,
Yeah,
that part.
yeah.
That
I thought that
there's
was pretty brilliant, dude, on that Pepsi guy's part.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's been some pretty brilliant people when it comes to like coming up with that kind of stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of sleazy marketing type shit, but I don't know. I appreciated the. Yeah.
Look, just because it's sleazy marketing doesn't mean it didn't work exactly the way you wanted it to. Like
yeah, and again, it's relatively harmless and that kind of thing. So, yeah, it was like that's fucking awesome because obviously, if you just bring him a Pepsi, he's gonna be like, "Ugh, American trash."
Oh, and, yeah. Fairly so. There was a lot of Cold War stuff going on there too. So,
dude, back then especially, dude. Yeah. So he basically tricked him into like fucking, yeah, this Pepsi's fantastic.
Good Lord. I love that shit. Like it's like the fucking, what was it, the Wheaties when we were kids? There was always like some fancy guy on the box of Wheaties that was super fucking like well known, like an Olympian or like a celebrity of some kind or like an athlete.
Yeah,
like,
it was always athletes.
Yeah,
it was pretty much always athletes. Yeah, you had Michael Jordan or Caitlyn Jenner back when he was still Bruce, or others people.
No, he's still Bruce. I'm just call him Caitlyn. I'm sorry.
Breakfast of Champions.
It's fucking, in that case, the breakfast of fruitcakes.
Oh man, not to be confused with the Kurt Vonnegut book, Breakfast of Champions, which is something different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, in that book, there's literally a disclaimer about that, about Wheaties having that slogan. Like in the book, it has like a disclaimer. This is saying nothing about Wheaties or Kellogg's or whoever the fuck makes Wheaties.
Oh yeah. God damn, there was some terrible cereal too. Wheaties was not great. Like,
no,
it wasn't bad, but it was just like there were so many other better options. Yeah. It was just like, oh.
It needed, you needed to add a pretty good pretty good amount of sugar to make that shit palatable.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I remember the amount of cereal I used to fucking pour onto cereal. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
When it was like Cheerios or Corn Flakes or something, and now it's like I eat those plain, and I'm like totally down. Like.
Yeesh.
One of the things that's like really my absolute fucking I detest now is a Raisin Bran.
All right.
It's like, why do you need to put a sugar glaze on raisins?
Yeah.
Like that's so fucking unnecessary. It's just so.
Although it is also. If you take the raisins out altogether, it's basically Wheaties, and it's shitty brand cereal.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why
but
they're
it's
like,
like
"Look, we got to add
I
as
like
much sugar as
Raisin Bran
possible."
because I like the raisins. But
Right,
I
right,
like
right.
real raisins. It's
Hmm.
like I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah. The raisins by themselves are sweet enough.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But it's like
Even for how
I like
shitty
real
the
dried fruit.
cereal is.
I can't stand pineapple when it's got sugar on it, dried.
Mm.
Or
Yeah,
like
even that's even a little too sweet for my taste, and there's very little in the universe that's too sweet for my taste.
yeah. Oh, I don't.
But yeah,
Here's the thing. I don't
candied
argue
fucking.
that it tastes good, but it
Oh
also
yeah,
tastes
yeah,
bad at the same time. If that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, and yeah. It's again
When
too
things are too
sweet.
sweet, yeah. Like it's not that it's
Yeah,
a bad flavor. It's just a oh,
yeah.
it's
It's
something
too
about it
much.
makes you feel
Yeah,
wrong.
right. So like I feel like I was totally fine, and I have diabetes.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of putting it. I felt like I was fine, and now I feel like I need to go find Wilfred Brimley and get some insulin. You know, the diabetes is gonna get me.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot
Oh,
they made Breakfast of Champions into a movie. I have
Breakfast
not
of
watched that yet.
Champions. What is Breakfast
Yeah,
of
the Vonnegut, yeah,
Champions?
the book
Oh, the book.
by Kurt
Oh, okay.
Vonnegut.
I thought I was. There's so many things that could be. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the book was not my
Yeah.
first thought.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the slogan on the Wheaties box. It was Breakfast with Champions.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Okay,
I was gonna say
sorry, I
because
didn't
there's so
realize
many
you didn't
times
know.
I've heard Breakfast of Champions in result to like, a bowl of
Okay, yeah,
cereal
sorry, I
or a
didn't.
fucking like
Uh,
bacon and
I,
eggs or some fucking like slogan somewhere. Like,
okay, all right, okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that you didn't know that. All right, okay, that
oh
makes
no,
more sense.
no, like I'm
Yeah.
not surprised there's a book. I just was so confused because I'm like that's such a broad choice. It's like
So you must have been very confused why I was bringing up the book then.
yes, it took a minute for me to figure out. I was like, okay. I don't think I've
Oh
ever read
shit.
Kurt Vonnegut's Breakfast of Champions. So
Yeah, it's good. It's one of my favorites, dude. Fuck,
well,
it
he's a
might be
good
my
author.
favorite.
He fucking writes.
Yeah, no, I've read yeah, he's one of the few authors that I read everything I find from him. Like Asimov or Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh
Like
yeah,
anytime I
yeah,
come across something that I haven't read before, like those three guys, I have to read that.
yeah. You know, I don't think I've read Isaac Asimov anything. Come to think of
Yeah,
it,
dude. Yeah, I don't know if there's much of his stuff that I haven't read.
I know the names so well, and
Dude.
it
Mhm.
never clicked for me that Isaac
Yeah.
Asimov was a writer. I just remember like the magazine.
Oh, right, right, right.
Wasn't there like an Asimov's magazine or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In fact, I have a couple. I remember buying them at Bookman's.
Yeah,
You probably don't.
I
I
would
think
get the
Bookman's is just
magazine on
local.
occasion, but I didn't remember
Mhm.
the. I just never occurred to me that he was like an actual book author to get his books and read them.
Mhm.
I'll
Mhm.
have to
Yeah,
find some.
he's pretty much the most famous science fiction writer in history.
Yeah, I'll have to get some of his digital books. I'm sure they're
Yeah,
digitized
yeah, it's
now.
great. Yeah, yeah. No, they're fucking. Dude, as a kid, like teens, whatever in that range, dude, I just read every single fucking thing that I could find of his.
Nice.
The funny thing is, like, he's best known for the Foundation series of books, and I probably read at least 20 Asimov books before I even really heard of that series,
Oh, okay. Trippy.
which is kind of weird. Like I said, later on, I found out, like, oh shit, this is what he's most famous for, and I barely got around to it after reading like
Cause like yeah, cause I've read
a
all sorts of
dozen.
like sci-fi stuff. Like
Mm,
huge fan of like Heinlein, Spider Robinson. There's so many more. I can't think of what was the one with the
Arthur
dragons?
C. Clarke.
I've read some
Arthur C.
Arthur C.
Clarke's
Clarke. Yeah.
fuck, who's
The
the
lady who
other
wrote
one?
about the dragons
Bradbury.
of
Oh no,
Pern. Like that was a weird one. It was like a combination fantasy and space, like sci-fi kind of thing, where
oh,
like
gotcha.
you start off the
Mhm.
series and you're like, oh, there's this place called Pern, and because of the way the atmosphere works or whatever, thread falls from the sky. It's this gray, sticky thread stuff that the sky produces, sort of like natural weather, like rain, except this burns and kills any sort of biological thing it touches, plants, humans, animals, whatever. And
God
so
damn.
they have tamed this world's dragons because they breathe fire and fly around, and then you can burn all the thread before it does any damage to your crops or your people or anything like that. So keep your livestock, and you can make a nice life for yourself there. And as you
Right,
slowly
right.
get through the books and you get more and more into like all the stuff that's going on, you find out that they're like interstellar humans that have traveled to this world, and like all sorts of crazy sci-fi like stuff that like was going on behind the scenes the whole time. And it's just such a
Yeah.
fun like series because it
And
pretty good blend of
yeah.
sci-fi and fantasy.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the. It's Anne McCaffrey. It looks like as the
And
author.
McCaffrey, there we go, that's the one.
And then
Yeah.
her son Todd McCaffrey apparently continued it on after her death.
Oh, I didn't know
Or
that. I
it doesn't
wouldn't
say after
be
her death, but I assume it's after her death.
I would not be
But it
inclined to
just says
read his like
continued.
take on it. I'm fine with hers, thanks.
Yeah, but no, it sounds awesome. So yeah, it's basically like they're on this planet because of humanity being so advanced that they came on spaceships, but
Yeah, but
they've
they sort of
devolved.
forgot because the thread fucked everything
Yeah,
up.
they've.
And yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
super
No, that's
fun.
an awesome fucking. That's a great fucking setup, dude. That's fucking. All right, yeah, I'm very interested in that now.
Oh,
That's
there's even a
yeah.
couple of side books where there's like, there's one where it's there's these dragon lizards that also live on the world, and they're very very small versions of the dragons, and some girl goes and connects with a bunch of those, and because there's like a mental connection too.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Like a telepathic connection with the dragons and the people. Yeah. All
And
right.
then I don't
Yeah.
know,
That sounds fucking.
maybe the other one. I'm more of a fantasy reader because I was thinking more of the other stuff I've read is like fantasy. Because
I
there's
feel like Avatar ripped off this idea with the bird things that fly around on the planet.
it kind of
Maybe
it
not.
probably was influenced by it. I mean, everything is influenced by something. I think
Right.
it's kind of tough to. I don't think you could make something that's truly original just because like everything
Yeah, at
that
this
you're.
point, it's very difficult. Or
Well,
even
not
by the
even.
time Avatar came out.
But like, how could you not be influenced by things that you've read and seen?
Right.
So I think it's virtually impossible. I think that's one of the reasons why
Yeah.
I find that concept of cultural appropriation so incredibly
Yeah.
retarded and offensive. It's like everybody's
Right.
influenced by everything they
Yeah.
experience on a daily basis. This is absurd to think that there's some
Yeah.
sort of ownership over
Yeah.
or problem when someone else
Yeah.
does something.
Yeah, unless it's a blatant, like one-to-one rip-off, like that's one thing. But yeah, just
Oh yeah,
being
if you're
inspired by
copycatting
something or
somebody
doing
trying to like
something derivative.
make money off of their ideas or something. Yeah, absolutely. Like those people
Right.
that are selling like Nintendos, but they're not real Nintendos or whatever. They're like all the games from like Nintendo and everything on like little plastic boxes you plug into your computer or whatever.
Right. The Dragon Riders of Pern. All right, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh yeah. What was one of the other ones there was like 3 series I read that all involved connecting in some way with some sort of like creature that were really interesting. From the like the standpoint of the basis of it. The Dragon Riders was the one, and then there was this series about they called them GHATT, like gots, but they were basically big cats. And the whole concept was humans had connected psychologically with these cats because the what do you call it? They needed judges that couldn't be fooled. Right? So it was like, we'll connect with these cats, they can tell when people are lying or not. and they'll help us figure it out, and because they're psychic powers and stuff. And so society was based around these like cat judges that worked with these cats, and they had other abilities too in some cases. It was very a long time ago that I read it, but it was an interesting idea. Like what would society look like if you had essentially a genuine way to have impartial judging, and also like definitely know what really happened. Like when people are lying, like they can't lie in court anymore. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it is interesting.
And I was like, that's kind of an interesting idea. All right, okay. And then the other one was similar, but with horses. It was the riders of Valdemar or something like that. And these people would form psychic or magical connections and psychological or psychic connections with their horses. These magic horses that would be given to them by like gods or something. I don't know. It was pretty silly, fantasy stuff. But it was very fun when I was younger. It was like good for like teens, I think.
Right.
And the horses would give them like magical abilities, and they would ride around and they would do the same thing. It was like both judging like laws and stuff like that, and passing sentences and stuff like that. It was very interesting as an idea.
Yeah, they definitely, both, sci-fi and fantasy. Two of my favorite genres, too, for sure. As far as books, because, they explore, crazy shit that technically could be possible, but not really. And fantasy less so because it's, magic or whatever, but
it makes it usually possible,
some kind of magic. Yeah. Who else you got? Oh, Frank Herbert from Dune. That's a good one.
Frank Herbert's good.
All right. Heinlein, Jules Verne, H.G. Wells, Philip K. Dick is a pretty well-known one.
Don't think I ever read his. There was one my grandfather was friends with, actually, who sent him a book.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I think that's what Blade Runner is based on.
Oh, they're making a fucking movie out of Earth Abides? They did make a movie out of Earth Abides. Holy shit. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Okay. So Blade Runner was based on Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick.
I can understand why they changed the name for the film.
Yeah.
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is a much better novel like title. I'm 100% in on that.
Yeah.
But as far as like film things, it's just too long.
Yeah. You'd have to cut it down. Yeah, it's kind of like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's too much. That's why people just refer to it as Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
That's fine for the overall title.
George R. Stewart.
Yeah.
George R. Stewart. My grandpa was friends with the guy. Or was he friends with Heinlein? He might have known Heinlein, too. But I remember I had a book signed by Heinlein that was from George R. Stewart to my grandfather. And I read it so many times it fell apart. He wrote Earth Abides, which apparently became a show in 2024, and I did not know.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Yeah, it has one season. And Earth Abides was essentially, there was this disease of some kind that wiped out 99.9% of humanity. And this guy just happened to survive because like a snake bit him. And the snake venom versus the virus, the fucking ended up balancing out so that he didn't die, barely. And it's just him going through and being sort of like a scientific observer of what happens after humanity is gone. Like he's just traveling around eating canned food and living off of the dregs of society, hunting small animals with the little dog that he finds. And then eventually starts running into people, and how does that happen? And you get to see all the the interesting stuff on that. It was one of my favorite books when I was a kid.
Yeah, like how did you survive? I assume that'd be one of the first things you ask any other human you come across a situation like that. Why are you still alive?
Oh yeah, yeah,
'Cause most
absolutely.
people aren't. Yeah, it
You
looks
know,
like Stewart
and
wrote
how
a.
ruthless you become as a person too is interesting. Because there is
Oh,
a
right,
situation at
right.
which, like, he recognizes that uh, they find a girl who's like all fucked in the head and not really like all there anymore. So even though
Mm,
she's like 16 or 17, she's just not really. She's still a little kid and always will be because of all the harm
oh,
she. I
wow.
guess all the death and stuff just fucked her up so much when she was a kid. And she
Right,
was living
right.
on her own after that for like a long time as like a young kid growing up while all these other people are wandering around trying to find other humans.
Right,
Um,
right.
but they get a small
Yeah,
society
shit. At that
together,
age,
and
fuck.
there's
Yeah, that would.
and there's a
I can
creepy
imagine at that
guy who's in
age
his 40s who's kind of eyeing her, thinking he's gonna take her as
to
his,
repopulate the earth.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
thing. And so the guys kind of like sit down and have a chat, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna take him out drinking tonight, and we're gonna bury him. And they fucking
God
do.
damn.
Just take him out, put him
Holy
down like a
shit.
fucking sick dog, and bury him one night, and nobody ever questions it. None of the women are even involved. And they're all
Wow.
just like, oh, I guess he just left. All right, then.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fucking
man.
brutal.
But
Yeah,
if
it
you
looks
think
like he
about
also
it, that's
wrote a.
brutality that's absolutely necessary, too. It's like,
Mm,
you have this very small group of humans. This could potentially be the seed for humanity to
mm,
come back again in the future and become again reach the heights of glory or whatever,
right, right.
or just at least continue on. But they're
Yeah,
none of
yeah,
them know all the like the tech stuff, so it all basically goes back to hunter gatherer,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
becomes a tribe of people, and they work together, and it's like, so it's all for the best
Mhm.
that they work together and um, eliminate that guy immediately, because you just don't want to perpetuate that at all in the new society if you can help it.
Right, right.
Eliminate it at the root. Don't let it fucking start.
Mm.
So it was
Yeah.
very, very interesting series, and it covers a lot of time.
Interesting.
Or
Yeah,
not
it
even a
looks like
series, but it's a series I'm going to read for sure.
yeah, it
Or
looks like
watch.
Stewart also wrote like a nonfiction book about Pickett's charge. Um, the last uh, failed attempt by the Confederates at Gettysburg.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, looks like it says a definitive hour by hour account of the 15-hour period surrounding the disastrous Confederate assault. So it looks like he did some nonfiction, quite yeah, a couple nonfiction ones in here. So yeah, it's like Stewart wrote obviously the fiction and some actual real life historical shit.
Yeah, I think it was
That's
Heinlein
nice.
gifted the book to my grandfather, and he was like, "Here's a book I think you'll really enjoy because you were talking about such and such with me the other day or whatever." And it was like,
Oh,
"Oh
nice.
shit."
Yeah, that's got to be awesome, man. You have something like that, and you actually have something to hand it down to that you know is gonna
Unfortunately,
enjoy it.
unfortunately, I read the
Mhm.
shit out of that book until it fell apart. So the signature and stuff from
Yeah.
Heinlein is all completely gone.
Mhm.
But no
Yeah.
regrets, man. It was a really
Yeah.
good book.
Right,
I'm sure
right.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
people who would probably feel very drastically different than that
Right.
opinion. But like, I
Mhm.
kind of feel like, better to enjoy the
Yeah,
book
as a
than think of
kid,
it
you're
as
not
like
gonna fucking
some fucking
yeah.
relic, you know. And I think
Yeah,
he
as a kid, you
appreciated
don't
that I
really.
read and enjoyed it. My grandfather.
Yeah, yeah, obviously a tremendous amount.
Oh
Oh
yeah, man.
man, that's
I've read
crazy.
that book so many times. That was so funny. I've even bought other
Mhm.
copies of it again.
I go back and read some of the Asimov shit.
Right?
One of
So
the
there's some stuff that's
advantages,
always
yeah,
worth going back and reading again.
Yeah. Well, it's also one advantage of your memory getting really shitty as you get older is you get to rediscover shit that you had read and should be in your memory, but just isn't,
Yeah, yeah,
or
little things that
very
you
little of it.
missed here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I went back and read by Clive Barker. And I remembered a good chunk of it, but there was plenty in there that I didn't. So it was kind of like reading it brand new.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Barker. Oh yeah, Barker's another one. Forgot about that. Clive Barker's definitely one of the other authors that I kind of read everything of his that I come across. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. I've
he's
never
had a
read Clive
few. He's
Barker,
had
but
a few.
I love the movies that are based off of his work. I probably should at some point.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the
I think
Hellraiser
Stephen
ones
King
are
is probably the
obviously
only
fucking awesome.
exception that I think I don't want to.
Yeah, I never
I don't
liked.
want to read his
I don't
stuff, but I
dislike
love the
it.
stuff that's based off of the movies and the
Yeah,
films.
yeah,
But I got no
yeah.
interest
And I
in
don't
reading the
like.
books.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of straight horror anyway.
Yeah,
I like what I like about is it's kind of like its own thing. It's like fantasy horror. So like there's
yeah.
magic and fantasy elements to it, and
Oh
it's
yeah, like
also
Rose
horror. Like it's
Red
closer.
or
Yeah, yeah, it's closer to fantasy than horror, in my opinion.
and a lot
Like
of it.
there's
Oh
definitely
yeah.
some fucked up shit. So yeah, I think that's why I like Barker a lot more than
Did
Stephen King.
was Stand by Me? Wasn't that based off of like a what's his name? We were just talking about him. I can't fucking
Stephen King. Oh, Stephen
Stephen
King
King.
book.
Was that a Stephen King book that it was based off of? Stand by Me, the film where they don't
Yeah,
find the body.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna double check
Yeah.
it, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
And then like
Yeah,
that's not
that
even
wasn't a
like there's
horror
no
one though,
magic
right?
in that, but it feels like like a fantasy almost anyway.
Mm,
Like with how idyllic the time is, kind of thing.
let's see. Stephen King's The Body, originally published in the '82 collection, Different Seasons,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I was gonna
adapted
say
into the film Stand By Me. So the original one was like
a
I guess,
short
kind of a
story.
short. I'm imagining it's like kind of a short story, but then yeah, it got made into a film. Yeah, The Body, because yeah, they go to see the dead body. I
Yeah, the
assume
whole
that's
thing
why
is
that's
about
the
them
title.
traveling to find this dead body.
Yeah, I love that movie. God damn.
Apparently, in the book, the
Yeah, that's different.
confrontation with the bullies is much, much more deadly and dangerous.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it's like
All
super,
right.
super like violent or something comparatively. But
Mm,
I love Kiefer Sutherland in that fucking role.
mm.
Like he makes
Yeah,
such a good villain in the movies where he is a
yeah,
villain. Like The Lost
right,
Boys
right.
and Stand By Me. Like he's really good at being bad in such a
Yeah,
believable way.
fuck yeah.
But then like it's weird if you ever watched oh what's the name of that movie? It's the one where he plays an FBI agent who was raised on a hippie commune, and that was his rebellion, was joining the FBI, and he has to go uh,
Jack Ryan or
transport a
something, or
criminal.
24? I'm thinking
No,
Jack Ryan or 24.
it's a movie out of the
Um,
80s or the 90s.
oh, a movie. Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm familiar with that.
yeah, it's a
Let's
movie
see if
where
I can look it up
he
though.
where he plays an FBI
Mm,
agent who has to go and take this guy who's like a political prisoner from way back in the 70s. I think it's in the 90s that it was made. And
mm,
he plays an FBI agent who essentially rebelled against his mom raising him on a commune. And
mm. Flashback.
Flashback, there you go. That's a fucking great movie
Okay.
with him as a hero in it.
All right.
And
Mhm.
it's one of the reasons why I like Kiefer Sutherland so much is because it shows how much of an actor he really is. Like, he really does like
Mm,
inhabit the roles that he
yeah.
plays and not unfortunately, the 24 and that stuff kind of is not really my genre at all. I don't really care for
Yeah,
that.
I never
But
watched at it all really. Yeah.
but his other stuff is great. Like him in Young Guns is also really fucking good.
Oh, fuck! I love the Young Guns movies. Both of them, really.
Yeah, oh yeah, Young
Yeah.
Guns 1 and 2 are both really good. That was the only
All right.
two that I kind of regret never getting into the movie nights for the the karaoke group, because the karaoke group are like our last event is this Friday. They're not doing any more after that. And I missed getting the Young Guns and Young Guns 2 into the movie group because everybody was always like, ew, Western. And I'm like, it's not really a Western. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah, it's in the Western
totally,
era.
yeah, it's set in the Western era, exactly. It's set in the West, but it's just not, it's totally a different kind of movie.
Right.
It's like a revenge action, coming of age, life. Like, it's so many things.
Yeah.
It's such a really interesting story in the first one, and like a great follow-up sequel.
Yeah, which is not generally what happens in a lot of those types of situations. Usually the second one's just a shitty cash grab because the first one did well. So yeah, it was nice that the second one turned out really well. It's always interesting too when like the children, like, because obviously his dad's Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
It's always interesting when the children actually turn out to be, because again, if your parents are wealthy, well off, or whatever, a lot of times the kids are just fucking spoiled brats that don't bother. You know what I mean?
Don't develop any sort of real skills or abilities because they're lazy.
Yeah. So it's always interesting that like a kid like that actually grows up and becomes a great actor.
Donald Sutherland is a really, really good actor, but he also seemed to be a genuinely well-rounded human being. So I'm kind of not surprised, because don't they both have marriages that just were like there was their only marriage? Like, I don't think they're like super like divorced a million times and married a million times like a lot of celebrities. They actually had like stable relationships and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, and I just don't follow enough celebrity gossip.
I'm not sure. But it is rare.
And I've seen them in interviews, and they both come off as like genuine, like real people, not like fucking Hollywood people. Because you can tell the difference.
Yeah, or like a Paul Newman. Is another one that seemed to be like just a bit of a Renaissance man.
Tom Hanks.
Like he's a great actor, and then he's like a world class like race car driver too.
Oh yeah. Paul Newman did a lot.
And then obviously all the food products, and Newman's own brand food products, you know what, that he came out with.
They're good. They're fucking good.
Yeah,
products.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he did
like
not.
That guy's an amazing actor.
One of the few times when like the products were genuinely good products that a celebrity was selling. Although I hear the Foreman grill was pretty good. A lot of people who own the Foreman grill speak highly of it.
Yeah.
I just don't have use for
it. One last thing on Newman before I forget, because I probably will. Apparently, he's one of the fucking best, most attractive dudes in fucking history. Apparently was totally faithful to his wife. Like, they stayed married the entire fucking time.
Oh, yeah, there's a few celebrities like that who I genuinely like. For the fact that they were able to like maintain like real relationships. I'm like, you went and found somebody you actually loved. Like, good for you.
Yeah.
You found a partner.
I think she was actually
just like a fucking ornament for your arm.
Yeah, and I think he was actually. I think she was an actress too, if I remember correctly. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Which is even like, it's one thing if it's like, oh yeah, I was married before I got famous, and she's just a person, or you know what I mean, not famous or whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta fucking. I don't know why it's bugging me, but
Tom Petty did that. Tom Petty married like a fan or something and was faithful his whole life.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Fuck, for a musician especially, even more so than actors.
But like, he didn't fuck around on her. She didn't fuck around on him. It was just like a really genuinely good relationship. I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool. I'm always happy for people that find that, because it's such a rare thing to find.
Joanne Woodward. They're married until his or her. Fuck, who died? I think she died first. But yeah, 50 years they were married. Or whichever one. Paul Newman died, right? Paul Newman's not alive anymore, is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's passed away at this point. He'd be like in his 90s or something now, I think.
All right. Yeah, let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, oh, fuck, he died in '08. Yeah, he's been hanging on for a while. So, yeah, apparently those two were married until whichever one of them died first that I just read and already forgot.
Yeah, which is pretty respectable in Hollywood, especially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one thing if you have just again, if you're not both from Hollywood, but yeah, for them both being from Hollywood, like that, it's almost always absolutely fucking disastrous
Yeah, well, I mean,
for any
there's
kind of
also people
relationship.
who've had like the legit relationships with just like divorced like once or something and then got remarried, I think, or once or twice or
Oh
whatever.
fuck,
There's a few of
she's still
them
alive.
who.
She's 95 years old. Joanne Woodward's is still alive.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, if either one of them were still alive, they'd definitely be in their 90s at this point for sure.
Yeah, and she's fucking 95. And he passed away in
Oh,
'08.
you know what was a fucking trip. This is blew my mind. So I taught dance with one of the girls I knew in a retirement home. Right, so it was like this retirement home, and it was like a really fucking. There were like, I don't know, 12 different chandeliers and 3 fountains on the outside of the fucking place. Like, it was really well-to-do people. And one of the ladies there we were teaching dance to, and it was really just we were there to keep them company and occupied for an hour. Like, nobody gave a shit that we were none of the people wanted to learn dance. But it was fun. And this one lady, she used to run around with the fucking Rat Pack. Sinatra and Sammy Davis and Dean Martin and all that shit. And so she had like these stories about the fucking Rat Pack. I don't remember them now because it was like, so long ago, but they weren't really my stories, so I didn't, commit them to memory like that. But it was just like, holy shit, this crazy ass lady fucking ran with the fucking Sinatra crew. What a fucking small world that we're teaching swing dance, which would have been around in that time when he was doing his thing.
Right.
To fucking one of the Sinatra fucking like fan groupie ladies or whatever. Like, holy crap. But what was it? One of those interesting people that seems like you wouldn't expect to be genuine. When I saw him was in an interview with Kevin Pollak was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks seems like a genuinely grounded, reasonable person, like very much an artist person, but like grounded in reality. Like he came on, he did like a 2-hour interview with Kevin Pollak, I think, hour and a half, 2 hours. It was long enough that it's hard for even an accomplished actor to be pretending to be that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought the part that I found most charming was he came in and he set down 2 cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon because that's his favorite beer and that's the only beer he drinks. And
is he Canadian? Is Tom Hanks Canadian?
I don't know if he's Canadian, but that was his fucking beer of choice. And
that is a Canadian beer, right?
He sets them both down, he cracks one, and he's like, all right, we got 2 cans of Pabst for this interview. Let's go.
Oh, no, Pabst. Okay, never mind. It's not Canadian.
Oh, Pabst is Canadian,
Okay, yeah, I thought it was Canadian for some reason. All right, never mind.
To be fair, I didn't question that it might have been.
All right, well, I'm glad I looked it up, because, yeah.
But yeah, he went on to be like just a regular dude through the interview and stuff. And I think he's been like married once and divorced once or something, and then married again and still married. So not quite the track record that you want to like. That's ideal, I suppose, but pretty reasonable for Hollywood.
Right. There's another one. Michael Keaton seemed to be a pretty well adjusted, normal dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen a huge amount of him outside of that, but I remember when Norm Macdonald on Norm Macdonald Live or whatever, Norm would have the guest on. He was on one of the early episodes, not the Netflix ones, the ones that he did on YouTube before the Netflix ones.
Oh, that's pretty
But yeah,
cool.
he seemed like a really fucking he seemed like he would be a fun dude to hang out with, like
Yeah,
just a normal
there's a lot of people in
person.
Hollywood that seem like they'd be fun to hang out with too. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he started out as a comedian. He was a stand-up originally,
Oh, I can see
which I
that.
didn't know.
I can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that though,
He's
because
fucking
he's
funny.
played a lot of
Yeah,
really good comedy roles, and he is
yeah,
exceptional in
for
his
sure.
comedic timing when he's playing a role. So
Yeah,
that makes a
yeah.
lot
But
of
I didn't
sense.
know
Like, as
that,
where it would
dude.
come from. Like, no, I didn't know
Yeah,
that either. But
yeah,
it's just like
yeah. Until
once
that
you hear it,
Norm.
you're like, oh, that makes so much sense because how well he
Yeah,
does comedy.
but yeah. I had no idea. So it's obviously it was back in the obviously he stopped the comedy once he became a movie star. So it was like back in like what, probably late 70s, early 80s or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because I remember Norm had one of his. He's like, yeah, my favorite joke of yours. He's like, yeah, I'm flying into Pittsburgh in the winter, and like they announce over the loudspeaker or whatever in the plane. They're like, I will be touching down in Pittsburgh, and it's currently 2 degrees. And then he's like, I thought to myself, 2 degrees? Like, why have any?
That's so dumb, and I love it.
Pretty solid joke. Yeah, it's silly, dude, but it's fucking like,
uh,
oh man, pretty solid joke though.
it is. It's a great joke. It's like I love it because it's dumb, though. It's so funny.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, it's
gets
pretty
me.
absurd. Pretty absurd observation, dude.
Yep, it makes sense. Tom Keaton. I can see. I would. 10 out of 10 would
That
watch his
does,
stand up based off of that
yeah,
joke at least.
right. Yeah, that definitely, it's pretty easy to picture him delivering that. Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
man.
I like Harrison Ford in interviews because he seems a lot more straightforward with shit than other people are. Where they're like,
Right.
oh, and what
Yeah,
did
he
you think
keeps it
about that
out.
role? He
It's
said, I
fun.
think they were going to pay me a lot of fucking money to do it. like, all right, dude, nice.
Which one is that?
And
The last Han Solo appearance or whatever?
I don't remember
Or,
what he was
no.
talking about in respect
Yeah,
to.
right.
This is before the Star
Mm,
Wars movies that I saw that one, I think.
mm. No,
Um,
sure.
but it was like
That's fucking
somebody
funny.
was talking, and there was another interview thing where I saw where he was talking a similar way where they were like, and how did and they were interested in having you, so what did they, how did that conversation go? And I said, well, how much are you gonna pay? like, how much are you gonna pay
It's
me to
gonna be
show
the
up?
determining factor,
It's like
right?
pretty clear. He's like, if you're gonna
I,
pay me
I don't know.
money, I will be there to be an
Right.
actor. like,
Yeah, I can imagine the Crystal Skulls, Indiana Jones Crystal Skulls movie, that being the case. Because that movie
he's
was
the one I
fucking.
don't blame for that because he showed up and he played in those movies and they were awful movies, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
played it
mm,
100% serious with 100% effort. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And so
'Cause,
it's
yeah, he could
like,
have phoned it in and just done a shitty job and not gave a shit.
you know
Because
what?
it's
He earned his
again,
paycheck, and fuck those people for making a
right.
cash grab. But you know what? I get
Mm,
it. He was making money.
yeah. Well, yeah, no, I love, dude. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I watched like a million times as a kid. I fucking love that movie.
Oh, all of them.
Um,
Raiders of the Lost
yeah,
Ark.
yeah.
The
Yeah, Temple of Doom. Fuck, what was the third one? That's the one with Connery, right?
yeah. It's
Um, God damn it, Last Crusade. Yeah,
yes. There you
right.
go. I knew it was
Yeah,
something to do with the Holy Grail. I just couldn't.
yeah. Those are all three fucking awesome ones. And then yeah, the Crystal Skulls one doesn't. Well, I guess it kind of does because
Crystal
those are the
Skulls
artifacts.
one was
It got
okay
silly.
for like the first half an hour,
Mm,
45 minutes.
yeah. It got too silly at the
Yeah.
end for sure.
Yeah, it kind of falls apart about mid to halfway through when you start getting into like some of the weird, silly fucking action sequences, and you're
Yeah.
like, he's kind of an old man. But if you want one where it
Right.
just completely falls apart, the most recent one was just fucking like he's
Mhm.
clearly not capable of doing any of those things that the action
All
character
right.
stuff was anymore. And they really could
Yeah.
have worked with that and made it more
Right.
entertaining because Indiana Jones was always pragmatic as a character. And so it would have been really funny if he
Mhm.
hired somebody to do like the fucking beat 'em up shit.
Right,
or something
right.
like that. Like somebody else was doing
Yeah,
all
because
the
there's
fighting, and he's just
certainly.
going like, "I'm not punching anybody. I'm fucking 80.
Yeah.
What are you
Well, I mean, he
high?
could do a
You
little.
know,
He could
like."
do a little, but yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little.
yeah, a little, like one or two scenes where he maybe punches a guy
Yeah,
out or something,
yeah, but
and then,
definitely,
oh, that
definitely
hurt
not a
my
lot of
hand so
fighting.
bad moment, you know.
Yeah, and no, definitely no long fucking over the top set pieces like when he was younger. But yeah, I mean, you could
Oh,
have
there
him
was
beat up
like
a couple
him
dudes.
running around chasing people and fucking beating them up and shit, and you're just like, I'm
Mm,
sorry, dude, you just don't
mm,
look like you could do that anymore, and I don't believe it. Like,
right. Yeah, no. Now I'm imagining like Ford now trying to play the role from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's pretty funny in my mind.
oh yeah, yeah, but it might actually
Because
happen
again,
if you're not
that's
careful. You never
fucking.
know.
Yeah, is he going to make that jump over the little thing? Is he going to God damn it! I was what
Raiders of
other
the
title was
Lost
I
Ark, but
thinking of?
Indiana Jones
Oh
is
yeah,
black.
running
That's
from the
the next
boulder.
one.
Like yeah, there's no way that boulder doesn't fucking crush him. 10 feet
Oh,
away from where it restarted.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and then running along that long ass field while all the fucking locals are fucking shooting darts at him and shit. Yeah, he's not making it out of that.
No, no, not at all. But yeah, no, that shit was pretty crazy. Oh, with that fucking Tectone stuff, that was fucking bonkers. Like I have to wonder though because I don't know where those lawsuits were. Like
I think it was Texas. Yeah,
like the
yeah, I saw it because
veracity
I was
because like
just.
if it was like California or if it was and I don't and I'm not to say he's not a fucking scumbag piece of shit. I'm not like defending his character. I
Right,
just
right,
don't trust women to the point now where it's like,
right. Well, that's the
I
thing
mean, is this
too. Is
just an ex making
apparently,
shit up or something, and then somebody fucking jumped on board and went after him too because the other one said it, and like they're
yeah, and I'm
mad
also,
because like I don't know, like he's still a piece of shit. Like I fucking hate the guy. I watched him in a
yeah, well, he's
podcast with
fucking horrible.
Donut Operator and his little group of wannabes. Like
Oh, right,
they're all
right.
like, "Ooh, we're the military best," other than like fucking Fat Electrician. The rest of them are all fucking losers. But
Right,
um,
right.
like he was on there and he was just like he was fucking gross. Like he was just like a. You could tell he was a junkie who was fantastically happy about being a junkie and was no intention of ever changing that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
definitely wanted to encourage other people into being like a junkie too, and it's all for gambling. Like
right,
he's
right.
super fucking
Yeah,
addicted to
he was
gambling
big
and
into
shit.
yeah, apparently he was really big into the gotcha games like Genshin Impact. He was spent like 500 grand on fucking Genshin Impact.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I just found
yeah,
everything he said to be
just
obnoxious, and he's you
yeah,
know
it's
they're all kind of like pseudo conservative like grifting kind of almost
yeah, yeah. No, he's the one
like
that I get the impression he just saw he claims to be conservative because he thinks he can make more money. Kind of like how Destiny is on the left, where
yeah
you don't know if he actually believes his bullshit or if he just thought liberalism was the easiest way to get fucking more views or whatever.
yeah
Yeah, I kind of get that impression from Tectone, and yeah, like everything about him uh, um, uh, makes him seem like a poorly rendered AI character.
yeah.
To his
Well, and
physical
some of the shit
appearance,
that
to his fucking
they were playing back where he was saying like I'm the I was the best at emotions or something like that. It was just like fucking weird, creepy shit that like
right.
you just
Yeah,
don't
apparently,
say. Like,
yeah, and apparently he regularly says shit like, "Oh, I'm so tired from having so much sex," and like, dude, you're incredibly insecure if you feel the need to say that out loud even once or
yeah,
more than
my
one, maybe
only
more.
problem
But
with
yeah,
the accusation stuff was things like the blowjob machine, and it's like, well, did you say no, or did you
right,
just say
yeah,
yes and happily
yeah.
go
That's what
along
makes it.
with it while
Yeah,
being mad about it? Because
right,
like he can't make your
yeah,
fucking
or
mind,
being
and you
totally
can't hold it
fine.
against him. You know, it's like I'm sorry, but
Yeah, yeah, or
there's
being
too
totally
much of that.
fine with the arrangement the whole time, and now claiming that it was horrible. So
Yeah,
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 it's a
and
tough
that
one
that part was
because
like
he's
where I
absolutely a
was like,
scumbag.
it's weird that like Diorio's not giving him the same leeway, except for the fact that he's a scumbag, because it's that all feels about the same level of veracity as the people that were making accusations against Turkey Tom, where it was like, oh yeah, we were totally fine with it at the time, and you were cool with whatever was going on, but now you're after the fact coming up and saying all this horrible shit, and it's like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. But I don't think we need to lie to make him more than what he is. Like I would give the same.
I do give it a little more.
Because it was in court.
Because she actually, but again,
I wonder what evidence was brought up in court, and if the evidence was just her word. You know, that's the only question I have.
Right.
And I don't know that we'll ever get that answer, because everything's super secret and can't be talked about, which is really fucking weird.
Yeah, no, Legal Mindset got a hold of the transcripts. He was going through it like a couple hours ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I watched some of it right before the show started.
Oh, I didn't get a chance.
Nothing, he didn't really, he hadn't gotten into much by the time the show started.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't caught up. I don't know what he actually got through, but yeah, well, from what he was saying, the girl's lawyer is like an activist Trump lawyer, and the judge was a female kind of activist lawyer too.
So that's what I was worried. I was wondering, was this a case where he needs to appeal and he'll probably win on appeal? Because I don't want to judge people based on what they've actually done that's wrong, and not like what somebody made up in order to like defame somebody they're mad about breaking up with. You know, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, and it's a really tough one to be sure about anything, because he is a scumbag, and because she could very well be, both of them could very well be I
100% think it's possible she's telling the truth too. You know what I mean? Like, it's totally possible either way. It's so hard to know, and it's like I tend to want to err on the side of I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, and there's definitely obviously lying and saying two completely contradictory things about the same subject, like within a week and a half of each other.
Oh yeah.
To give him any credibility either, beyond just him being a general scumbag. So again, but I don't trust women blindly either. So that's what I'm saying. It's a really
the courts when these kinds of things tend to be way too like leaning against one like women than men. It's like, no, if you're saying stuff about people, you need to have like genuine evidence,
right?
And especially if it could potentially damage their reputation and their income. You know, like that's a
like I said, it's an incredibly difficult thing to piece out what the fuck is true, for just so many reasons. Because in my opinion, none of them credible.
Yeah, my suspicion is that they're all terrible people. Like, right. Like, he's a pretty awful guy. So. She's a pretty awful gal. That's why they were dating. Right. Yeah. Since they were just both terrible, so it worked out that way.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of like nothing. Whatever happens, whatever ends up truth, none of it's going to be surprising. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's just so many variables that you just can't be sure on. There's no reliable narrators in the story. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no unbiased kind of reliable narrators, or at least that I've seen. Again, I'll go back. I'll probably go back and watch the Legal Mindset shit again, because I wasn't paying the closest attention either. I don't know if I watched. Diorio finally came out with the clip segment of the second tech tone thing he did the other day. I don't, and again, I was like walking the dog and kind of distracted. So, but I didn't remember hearing anything about what I was talking about. The thing where he said something along the lines of like, "There's a sexual assault in your future" or something like that. I don't know if I missed it, or Diorio cut it out, or I just completely heard it wrong. So yeah, I got to go back and watch that again because I could see him cutting it out because it's fucking crazy. Although it was something Tectone said, like it was video of him saying it.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah, it was like some kind of craziest fucking like I don't even think you can call it thinly veiled threat at that point. That's pretty
No, that would
straightforward.
be.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, that's why I don't want to. I still can't say for sure I heard it right.
That's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yeah, I really wish I would have at least gone back and listened to it again to make sure I heard it right because it sounded fucking wild. And that's the problem. He said some wild, wild shit. He says wild shit on a
Oh yeah.
regular
Well,
fucking basis.
I don't think he's a good person either. I think he's a terrible person.
Yeah, no, he's awful. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's pretty well established.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be
But yeah,
pretty tough
apparently
to be genuinely
he got
worse
kicked
of a
out of
person
the
than he is. Honestly.
right. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, he really does seem like an AI generated. Like, hey, just make the douchiest, shittiest person possible, physically and character wise.
yeah. Inside and out.
And
Yeah.
then, dude, yeah, and then Miskiff being the one that has all this fucking evidence is just fucking
Anything
disastrous.
Miskiff has anything to say, I don't believe.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I'm
That's why he
sorry.
should
Like
not be doing it.
he's just such an unreliable fucking narrator that I don't buy it.
Yeah, they're both like they both seem like true psychopaths,
Yeah.
right? Like
Well, Miskiff is
they're very
obviously like,
similar.
here's a chance to like draw the attention off of me for being a fucking
Yeah,
girlfriend beater and all that
right,
bullshit. And
right.
so like,
But
I
yeah,
can.
the problem is it doesn't work, and it makes everything you're saying seem like bullshit because
Yeah.
you are a fucking horrible person too.
He was casually mentioning Emmy like me and Emmy and blah blah
Yeah,
blah to like try to make it seem like like, oh yeah, we were just like a normal couple and I
yeah,
wasn't abusive.
yeah.
And
It was
really fucking
obnoxious how
obvious. Like,
often. It was obnoxious how often he kept going back to himself and his fucking shit.
yeah, oh yeah.
When it most of the time, a vast majority of the time, didn't really make sense and didn't really fit what he was covering.
What was it? Somebody
And
sent
some
in
of it certainly.
a donated like audio thing to Nick where it was just me. I was like so fucking appropriate for that whole situation.
Yeah, like it was bizarre. Yeah, like that guy is like fucking world class as far as self absorption. Fucking
Oh yeah,
narcissist. It's
100%, 100%.
yeah, but so is Tectone. So that's why it's bizarre, dude. It's so yeah, it's
Like
a mess. It's a fucking mess, dude. The whole fucking story and the people alleging shit and yeah.
like what is it? It reminds me of the people who talk about like they talk about the good things they do for charity constantly because it's about them.
Yeah,
Like doing them, it's not about like helping the charity. They're just like, and I'm so amazing because I did this and gave this to these people,
dude.
did that and the other thing. And it's like,
Yeah, you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? The one with
I'm sure I've seen it
Larry
before at
David.
least once.
Yeah, one of Larry David, like Larry David's for Seinfeld. Like he was a big part of the sitcom or whatever, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude. He's the old man, fucking kind of old neurotic, Jewish dude. But the reason I bring it up is he had an episode where it was basically he was donating a wing of hospital or some shit like that, right? And then like he finds out, and then he's like, there was another wing too, and it's like, yeah, that donator was anonymous. They donated anonymously. Dude, it's really funny because he's like pissed about it. Because like, well, basically he's like anonymous, and then he's like, what? And then like one of the chicks that's with him is like, it was Ted Danson. Ted Danson's the one that did it, and he's like, All right, so why did he do it anonymously, but now he's having people go around and tell everybody it was him? Like, it's not really that anonymous. And then when he's like kind of like giving his little speech when he's donating, Larry David's like, yeah, I didn't know that was an option to just be anonymous. I thought you kind of had to put your name to it. So, you know, he's like fucking being like passive aggressively angry about it. It's, dude, okay, I'm probably not describing it perfectly, but dude, it's really fucking funny. I gotta find that shit.
Larry David is always good. Yeah. 90% of his humor is in
Yeah,
his delivery, though. It's like Alan Arkin. Like the stuff that Alan Arkin
right.
says isn't necessarily funny. It's Alan Arkin saying it that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Just the way he fucking talks is just inherently funny.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
him in Gross Point Blank.
Mm,
That was what I used for the last movie, actually, for the karaoke group. I was like, Gross Point Blank. That seemed like to have a lot of good themes.
mm. All right, anonymous donor. Mm. Oh fuck! Can't find one with all of them in one shot, huh? All right, yeah, I'll try to find the one. It's got like I've got one that's like a part one, part two, and I'm trying to see if I can find one. But yeah, it's really fucking funny. So yeah, Tectone's awful. I hope his life is ruined. Fuck him.
Yeah, yeah. I don't feel bad for him. He's a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah.
But yeah, apparently he crashed out of that whole gotcha community or whatever, the Genshin community,
Oh
for being
yeah.
himself, being a fucking douchebag. And then he went over to try to do the commentary thing and just kind of been the trend hopping, you know, scumbag over in that part.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. How could that possibly happen?
Right. Yeah. Such a wonderful guy.
Oh man, what a piece of shit.
God damn. Right. Yeah. Dude, that ketchup packet story was nuts.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with the concept of being put in jail for like the way that that guy is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he
Like,
threw a
come on,
catch-up
dude.
packet. Like let's be real here.
Yes.
That's not
Right.
a reasonable fucking
Yeah. No,
response.
technically, yeah, sure. It's assault, technically, if you know, because he threw some in at somebody
If
and
he
hit him, but it
punched
was
the
like
guy,
a
I
fucking
would
packet.
be totally fine with it.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not
Although,
totally fine, but you know what I mean. Like it would be like, oh okay,
yeah.
well you shouldn't
Dude, I
punch
thought
people, but
dude, the Left for Dead reference by Atozi was fucking brilliant too, man. Holy shit. That was so perfect.
oh
You remember that
I
part?
didn't even recognize the Left. I've never
Yeah.
played Left for Dead.
Oh fuck. Okay. So in the Left 4 Dead, there's the characters called the witches, and they'll be in these certain locations, and you have to try to tiptoe by them and don't make any fucking noise. Because if you
Oh,
do, they screech and fucking then mob you and fucking fuck you up.
I think
All
I
right.
might
So
have
yeah,
played that game
he
like
equated.
maybe 3 or 4 times total in the real life. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, he equated the homeless people to them. He's like, dude, that's kind of the best case scenario, just getting hit with a ketchup packet. He's like, usually, if a fucking homeless person
Oh yeah. Usually it's
notices
fucking
you, they, yeah,
feces. Like you'd be like,
yeah,
you're lucky it was fucking ketchup, bro.
yeah. No, but that's what he
Also,
said. He's like, it's like,
Also,
yeah,
what the fuck
it's
is
like
this
the
guy
witches.
going and doing, poking homeless people at the fucking bus stop? That's a terrible plan.
Right, right.
Like,
But yeah,
don't
no,
go
he
wake the
literally,
sleeping beast, man. Just let him fucking rot.
but yeah, he literally equated them to the witches. He's like, if they notice you, they're gonna come screeching at you, just like the witches in Left 4 Dead 2. They're Left 4 Dead. I was like, God damn, that's a great fucking analogy. Oh fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I had to share that with my son because he definitely played a lot of not recently, I don't think,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah, so many years ago, he played a lot of Left 4 Dead for sure. Oh shit! Did you watch any of the Stavros trashing Bill Belichick?
Oh, I missed that. I forgot about that. Damn it. I was trying to catch up
Dude,
on the Tectone
right,
stuff because I was like,
right, right.
this is kind of a
Yeah,
crazy, like, wacky
yeah,
guy topic here. And I only have so much
yeah. No,
time.
dude, that part. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing of him roasting Boston overall, fucking 20 minutes. So I wanted to cut that part out because it's really fucking funny. I mean, the whole thing, but yeah, it's just again, he's talking about basically he was widely considered the greatest coach of football coach of all time by a lot of people.
Oh,
And then,
nice.
yeah, he's the one that started dating like that 20-year-old cunt, where they were like doing he was Belichick was being interviewed again, greatest fucking football coach of all time is being interviewed. And then, like the person interviewing him, like she's sitting a little ways off to the side or whatever. And then the guy is just like, "Oh, how'd you guys meet?" And then like he kind of looks over at her, and she's like, "Yeah, we don't talk about that."
What?
Yeah, yeah, dude. Dude, you got to see the fucking thing because he fucking
That's
trashes, especially her. Yeah, because like one of the first lines is like, because he's talking about that fucking him, like, divorcing his wife and dating this fucking 20-year-old cunt,
good
who's
lord.
again like not ugly. She's attractive, but not exceptionally so. You know what I mean? So he's
She's
just like,
ugly
yeah,
where
doesn't
it
it kind of
counts,
seem
though, it
like,
seems like.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, the thing he says early on is like, he's kind of talking about how like to achieve greatness like Belichick did, or other athletes like Michael Jordan or whoever, like you almost have to have nothing else in your life. And then because early on he's like, doesn't it seem like Bill Belichick like just discovered pussy in his 70s?
Yeah, kind of. That's
He
actually a
was too
pretty
busy.
pretty reasonable
Yeah.
fucking.
Oh fuck. Yeah, he's like he just spent his entire fucking life just pursuing, football and shit. Like, oh
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah,
that
dude.
does
Yeah, if you get
feel
a
like a
chance,
pretty
watch it. At
reasonable
least that
way,
clip.
like,
Yeah,
stance.
yeah.
Oh well, I
But
like
yeah, that
Stavros.
one was
Don't get.
especially
I
funny.
like Stavros. Stavros is fucking great. Like
Yeah.
I watched his movie.
Mhm.
I thought it was pretty exceptional.
I didn't even know there was a movie. What's his movie?
He's the star. He's the main character. Yeah, it's called Let's Start a Cult.
Oh fuck, dude. Yes, I need to fucking watch that. God damn it.
And it's a great
All right.
concept for it too. So it's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Is that on YouTube?
Uh, oh, you might find like a free copy there. That's possible. Yeah. You never know.
All right. Let's start a call. Oh, I got to buy or rent it. Fuck you, stop. I'll find it. Oh, it's on Hulu. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got Hulu. Somebody's got Hulu.
I always
All right,
watch
cool.
things on
All right.
nebu.to for less
Gotcha.
than expensive.
Gotcha.
Eh. Wait, no, I already got
Yeah.
everything I need from that guy. All
All
right.
right. Yeah, I got to see that. Yeah, like I said, being friends with Hassan Piker should almost automatically blackball you, but he's
You would
just that
think in a
good.
lot of cases, yeah.
Oh shit! But yeah, just at least the clip of him trashing Bill Belichick. I strongly suggest you listen to that part. That's pretty fucking funny. Again, obviously the whole thing is, but in case you didn't want to watch the whole thing, that's the best one,
Oh, I'll probably
in
go
my
through and
opinion.
watch it. I also found like new podcasts from like a bunch of the people I used to be very big fans of on Rooster Teeth.
Oh, nice.
So it's like I've been watching a couple of those here and there too. So it's like years worth
I
of
hear you.
podcasts that I can catch up on.
Right,
And then they
right.
ask. I think they do ask some really important questions, like by weight alone, what would you say is the food you've eaten the most of in your entire life?
Mhm.
Like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or pizza, or waffles, or chicken nuggets, or whatever. By
Right.
weight, what do you think the food you've eaten the most is?
That'd be pizza for a lot of people, I would imagine.
Yeah. There were a lot of more. Like I think three of them were like it's got to be pizza,
Yeah,
and then two of them
yeah, I
were
would
like it's
say.
got to be burgers.
Mm, yeah, I can definitely see that. But yeah, pizza is definitely the one that came to my mind. But I have eaten a shitload of burgers too. Goddamn. Yeah, those are definitely top two.
I'm gonna say it's
Whatever order they
peanut
may end up
butter,
in.
peanut butter anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like peanut butter jelly sandwich, peanut butter on waffles, peanut butter on English muffins. It's got to be peanut butter.
Yeah. Yeah, peanut butter would be up there, but yeah,
I
definitely
think if
not
you just
above.
by pure weight alone, I think peanut butter might be the one thing I've eaten the most of.
Mm, yeah, that one's definitely up there for me.
Yeah,
Good question. A solid question for a podcast.
it's a very important one, obviously. Oh wait, you were talking about that the sports guy, the famous coach. Did you see the fucking video of the guy who was doing the baseball drills? Where he apparently took all his players' fucking cell phones and put them on one edge of the base because he was teaching
Oh,
his players not to step on the whole base and they only touch the inside
yeah,
corner.
just catching the corner.
And I
Yeah,
was like, I'm like,
yeah.
that's how you know your coach is shitty, right? Like, if you can't motivate your players without taking their personal property and putting it at risk, you're just bad at coaching. Like, you
Right.
should find another job,
Yeah,
dude. Like, that's just not the
that
job
is
for
yeah,
you, bro. Like,
yeah. All right. Although kids nowadays, you never know.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
fucking
If you're the coach of the
non-existent.
baseball team, you got to be able to motivate them
Yeah,
without fucking
that is a
military
very simple
fucking
concept.
punishment. You know, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't remember having to be told that
Oh,
by
what?
coaches. I
Oh, to
remember
step
figuring
on the
that out.
inside corner.
Maybe not. No, it's possible I was told that, but I remember just wanting to get to the next base as soon as possible. So hitting
Oh
the
yeah,
corner of the bag that's closest to the next base was like a natural thing to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
I don't
makes
ever remember
sense.
stepping. Yeah, I don't ever remember stepping on the middle of a bag.
Yeah, no. But that's also one of the things. Yeah, like there's certain motivation there to be sure. I probably had to be told because I only played little league for like a couple of years, and only because my parents were like, "You're gonna play little league." Like
Right,
zero
right.
interest in baseball that I remember. Maybe I really wanted to. I don't know. I didn't really. I don't have too many like
Yeah,
fond memories of it.
yeah, yeah. No, I played until I was like 16. So yeah, I was pretty into it, and with no prompting from my parents. So I was pretty into it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
different
Did you
strokes,
watch
different
the
folks.
Oh shit! Did you watch the James Charles pedo memes thing from H3?
James Charles pedo meme. No, I did not see that one yet.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently they had a contest for like the viewers to come up with like the best well
Oh no.
memes about James Charles being a pedo. You know, James Charles, the makeup guy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know
Um,
who that is for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, he's apparently been constantly hitting on underage boys.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
few,
yeah.
yeah,
I've
a
heard
few decent
about
ones
that.
in there.
I've heard that
Yeah.
that's been like a serious problem for
Mhm.
a lot of like people. Like they're where it's like
Right.
he's so gross because he won't stop trying to fuck like underage boys.
Yeah, like early teens, boys. Yeah, but yeah, there's a few good ones. And like one of them was based on like the movie Predator, like the movie poster, but him as the obviously the child predator. The last one was just it just said pedo pan and it had him as essentially as Peter Pan. I thought that was my favorite. That was
Ooh,
really fucking funny. So yeah,
that's
another short clip. It's pretty vicious too. But
it's
fuck him.
pretty brutal.
Fucking right.
I mean, it's well
Mm.
deserved, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not feeling sorry for James Charles. That's for fucking sure. Mm. Yeah. So when is the the fucking Bill Burr's extended crash out about how much shit he took for the going to the Riyadh comedy festival.
Ah, I didn't know there was a problem with Bill Burr.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Bill Burr in particular, because he's always so much shit about how fucked up and evil like millionaires and billionaires are. And then against, I assume you're
Oh,
somewhat
has he
familiar with
been on
Saudi
that recently? I
Arabia.
haven't watched Bill Burr in a while. He started going weird,
Yeah,
leaning
no, he's
lefty.
done it a lot. Yeah, over the last several years, last decade probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
talked a lot of
was
shit.
really funny for a long time, and then he clearly sold
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Where he was like,
yeah.
"There's just
Apparently,
not
his
enough
wife
money
is
if I'm
like
not
a
left wing." So it's like, okay,
yeah, yeah. Well, the theories are that his black wife is a radical feminist and has kind of fucked him up a little bit.
oh, I hope
Yeah, but
that's not the
the
case.
part I clipped out of that video was one because again, Saudi Arabia is pretty well known. I feel like that's pretty common knowledge that there's a lot of human rights abuses going on in Saudi Arabia for the common folk or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Um, and
Well,
there
just
was
look at the way they get their labor. They'll go
yeah,
and
yeah, they'll jack your
entice people out of
passport.
like Africa and other people, and then like steal their passports and fucking basically keep them as slaves.
Yeah, yeah. So like he was on, I think he was on with Conan O'Brien or something. And the clip picked out, I thought was especially fucking gross because he's like, yeah, these people criticizing me, like, how dare you go and make all those oppressed people laugh? And I'm like, do you think there was a lot of oppressed people in the crowd at that event?
Yeah.
I don't think there was a lot of the common folk that got in to see that festival.
No, probably not.
Yeah, it was. I actually looked it up to be sure because I'm like, it's highly unlikely it wasn't just
The
far
wealthy
more
and elite.
oppressors than oppressed.
Yeah.
Far more oppressors than oppressed at the very least. So I was
Oh
like, that's a
yeah.
pretty fucking disgusting thing to fucking say.
Well,
Like, dude, just admit you did it because they paid you $1.5 million. It would go
Jesus.
probably a little better for you.
Good lord.
But yeah, it's pretty fucking disappointing that he's trying to defend it in other ways when it's obviously just greed and he doesn't have nearly as much integrity as he portrayed.
Good lord. All right, let's see here.
But yeah, I looked it up. It was like the people attending it were mostly English-speaking expatriates who I am gonna assume are pretty fucking well off themselves. And then yeah, rich Saudi fucks. Again, far more oppressors than oppressed. Okay, I'll stop. Rant over.
Rant over. Oh, I posted a little clip of one of the funny YouTube short guys, where it's the two guys talking, and the one guy is like suddenly become a celebrity.
Oh
And the
yeah,
guy
I
was
saw
like,
it.
"Oh my God, you're famous! You're gonna be a celebrity now." And the other guy was like, hearing
Suddenly,
voices like,
yeah,
"Give your opinion on politics." Ooh. I was just like, "That's so fucking good."
dude. Yeah, it was fucking brutal. God damn, dude. The one about the was it the Japanese place that did the adult cream pie or whatever thing at McDonald's? I think it was Japan,
Oh
right?
yeah. And they're all talking about the fucking adult part of it, and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that channel, obviously. So I'm like, is this parody or is this genuine? Like, I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I thought that was really funny
Yeah,
because I was like,
yeah. Well, either
if
way,
they're
it's funny. Whether
serious,
it's
like,
parody or genuine, it's funny either way, in my opinion.
yeah,
If they're
oh yeah,
serious, it's fucking funny, and if it's parody, it's funny.
yeah. It was just like the cream pie thing that was just like, oh man, what a fucking decision.
God damn.
Well, the guy
Yeah.
he does just funny videos, but it's usually like legitimate basis.
No, it's on like
Like I don't
actual
think he does like
serious shit.
parody stuff. So I'm pretty sure that he was that they were all serious.
I'd said someone in because I wanted to look through the comments to see what it was saying, and they're like, "Well, cream pie doesn't mean the same thing in Japan." And like, and then because actually the person, whoever owns the channel, actually responded saying that. And then there were other people like, "Yeah, no, not anymore. No, it means the same thing there too now. Like it's a dual meaning there too
Oh
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
the internet. Because of the internet,
Oh yeah.
yeah, they're aware of what cream pie means
Oh yeah.
in
I
Japan as
thought that
well.
was anybody who thinks that they aren't aware. I was just like, that seems really unlikely.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, yeah, the owner of the channel, nobody in Japan knows what cream pie means, or the other meaning, or the main meaning, really
Well,
comes up probably more often than.
a lot of what the guy at the very end of it, he goes, "Adult video with the sword," is he tries to take the piss out of a lot of really weird myths about Japanese culture that get spread online.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because there's a lot of
All
people
right.
that get their opinion of Japanese culture
Mm,
from like anime and like TV shows and shit, and it's like, no, that's all
mm,
exaggerated for like drama. It's not real.
yeah, dude, a couple of the comments were pretty fucking funny. They're like, damn, what was the first one I saw? I don't know, what, tentacle porn or not? Tentacles or not? And then the other one was like, all right, well, it kind of depends. Was it a demon or is it a demon or? I thought it was pretty fucking funny.
Oh yeah. Hard not to be at least somewhat funny when you're talking about tentacle porn.
Yeah, or just whatever kind of weird porn. If it's not tentacles, there's gotta be a demon or a robot. Demon and or a robot.
Let's see, the Black Lives Matter people, they stole 90 million. I did not watch Diorio. That guy that Diorio watched.
Mm.
Oh yeah, try those fucking sumo oranges, by the way, if you find it. Sumo
Mm.
oranges or
Oh
sumo
yeah, that sounds
citrus.
fantastic.
Jesus Christ, they're so good.
Mm.
And then I don't know if you've ever done like frozen grapes as a snack.
No.
Okay, so when you put a grape in the freezer, it becomes like an ice cube, but not like solid. Like you can just chew it up like a slushy kind of like it's much more firm than a grape would normally be, but it's not like hard like ice at all. It's like if somebody took a Slurpee and froze it to the point where it held its shape really well, it would be like the same kind of chew.
Mm. All right, yeah,
And
definitely got to
so
try that.
it's really really good. But supposedly you could do the same thing with slices of orange. Something about the structure of the way they are inside makes it so that they're still like chewable when they're frozen. At least that's what my buddy was saying,
Wow,
and he was saying like, "Oh yeah, you got to try it. You just stick them in the freezer overnight, and then the next day you eat it as a snack. It's fucking great."
it's interesting.
So I'm gonna try the orange one.
I guess the whole pulpy thing kind of does
Yeah,
somewhat
that's
of
what I'm
the
thinking. Is all the little
non-squeezing
separate
effect.
individual pulps.
Mm-hmm. All right, get your Whopper, please.
Let's see. Yeah, the Turkey Tom allegations, that was kind of dumb. The second ice shooting, I'm still waiting for more information. Thank you. But I do have a lot of objections to the way it's being framed. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, which one? I'm sorry.
The second ice shooting, not the first one in Minneapolis, but the second one. The first one's very obvious. Like she hit him with a car.
Right,
Yeah, of
right.
course he shot her. He was trying not to get fucking run over by a car. And there's a fair
Yeah.
point that if he didn't shoot her, she would have continued to drag him along on the front of the car or run him over in the front of the car. And that he did shoot is
Mhm.
probably why she didn't end up killing him. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hard to. I mean, like if you see someone with their guns drawn, and they're telling you, stop, get out of the car, yeah, or whatever the other
Well,
officer
they
was
legally have
saying
every
to
right
her.
to arrest her at that point. She's interfering with what they're doing. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and then there's the second shooting now that everybody's like, oh, this is just murder. It's just murder. And I'm like, I don't agree. I don't.
I don't honestly. I find it too depressing. I know I should be looking into it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. I can't
Yeah.
bring
Oh,
myself
yeah.
to do it. But
From
yeah,
what
I don't
I've
know.
seen, there's no evidence that show it to be like a murder. It would look like it was just a big fight on the ground, and it was an unfortunate circumstance that happened. The big thing that everybody's mad about is that the one of the ICE agents managed to get the guy's gun before he was shot, and it's like, yeah, but they're not hive mind. Like
Right?
the one
Yeah.
guy does this in the middle of a fight he does it literally like a half a second or a second before the shot's fired, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, they know he's armed. Somebody yells gun because he's got a gun, and they're wrestling with the guy on the ground, and he's refusing to like be arrested. He's fighting it.
Right.
So yeah, like he ends up getting shot. It's horrible that it happened, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not out of the ordinary for police. It's not unreasonable either. And then, but there was like a lead up to it where this guy was shoving these two women who were like standing right next to him, blowing whistles directly in his face and screaming at him. And they're like, "That's assault."
Right.
They had the First
Right.
Amendment right to do that. I'm like, no, they fucking don't. Like,
Right.
you can't.
Yeah, that's the other thing with all this shit. Like it's kind of like treating the symptoms instead of the like underlying problem. Like if you want to fucking protest this shit, you should probably be going to wherever the government is doing it and protest it or something.
Yeah,
Like
no, I
feel
don't
like
think
working
what
with
they're
the ICE
doing is not
officers-
protest. What they're doing is directly interfering
Yeah,
with
it's
ICE.
yeah,
By going
yeah,
wherever
it's
they are and making all
insurrection.
this noise and stuff and distraction. And it turns out there
Yeah.
is government people working with them and feeding
Well,
them
actually, yeah, I did
information on
watch
where
that.
the ICE is and where their operations are going to be. And
Yeah,
the reason all this stuff is going on in the first place, why it's so bad, is because they're refusing to turn people over in the courtrooms, in the after court. So it's like,
Yeah.
like they get arrested for doing stuff. They're known criminals. They've got multiple convictions prior, and ICE is like, okay, we're gonna, the next chance we get, we're gonna, deport them. And in 3,900 and some odd other fucking states or situations or cities or whatever, there's no problem. Right? It's only in Minneapolis that this is a
Right.
problem. So like, or in Minnesota that this is an issue. So and why is it that like there's 9 times the problem there that there is anywhere else? It's like absolutely ridiculous.
yeah.
One of the ICE agents in one of the
Yeah.
fucking terrorist attacks got their finger bit off.
Jesus, dude.
Like it's like that's not a protest. Like that's not how protest works.
Yeah.
You go to the
Yeah.
government offices and you protest out there in front of ICE's building, sure, and you wave signs around. That's fine.
Yeah.
You don't interfere with the traffic going in and out. You don't interfere with people walking by. You don't get to follow ICE agents around, screaming and yelling and making noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
That's
sitting
not
outside the
protected
hotel,
speech.
like sitting outside the hotel and making much noise as possible all night long.
Yeah, that's just harassment. Like that's a violent act.
Yeah.
It's like the whistle in the face. Like that can cause permanent hearing loss and damage. Like that's not
Right.
that's an assault.
Right.
Like it's like in any
Dude.
other situation that's an assault. And it's like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
it
that
can cause
can
permanent
literally
lasting
be
damage
painful.
to somebody,
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah,
assault.
it can be painful as fuck too, man. Like that's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the most difficult things. Dude, I remember my grandfather, he had a house alarm and he had the thing set to the absolute highest volume possible.
Because his hearing was so bad.
Well, yeah, and he just wanted to be, and absolutely sure that he was going to wake up if he was sleeping or whatever.
Oh, believe
And
me.
I cannot I cannot begin to describe how fucking disorienting that is.
Oh, believe me, I absolutely understand.
Yeah.
I work in a group
Okay.
home.
Cool.
They turn theirs up to like 1,000,000, and it's this
Yeah.
shrieking, high pitched, like loud alarm. So bad
Yeah.
that the first impulse I have whenever it goes off in the night, because it'll just go off at random,
Right.
is to get earplugs because I can't fucking function otherwise.
Yeah. 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 It's incredibly difficult to function at all. It's yeah. It's so yeah. I can imagine a fucking whistle. I've definitely had whistles that have caused pain to my ear. So yeah, I can imagine someone being that fucking close and blowing it.
Yeah, and they're like trying to
Should
follow him while
absolutely
he's
count
getting
as
into his
assault.
car, and they're acting like, well, there was nothing, there wasn't an ICE investigation. I'm like, no, there is a reasonable buffer area that ICE gets to make. Like all law enforcement, like all federal agents, they get to keep a buffer zone around what they're doing, and they were invading that zone. And just because there was no action going in that particular spot doesn't make it safe and appropriate. Like, that's not
Yeah.
how that
Yeah.
works. I'm really disappointed with Nate the lawyer's coverage of this stuff. It's just like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, you and your
Yeah.
cronies are
They had
sitting
to
here
tap out.
backseating the fucking police. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Like,
Yeah, it's weird because he's usually pretty
pretty
fucking solid on
unbiased.
that shit.
He's usually pretty
Yeah.
unbiased. He usually is like, whether I like it or not, legally speaking, this is this thing. But in this case, it's like he's clearly just hates cops. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, but I kind of wonder if it has something to do with the fucking brain injury, honestly.
Yeah, I do after yeah, anytime you're having your fucking brain operated on, like how are you the same?
Yeah.
Seems impossible.
Yep.
I get modern technology is certainly amazing. I just still cannot see how that can't fuck with your function, your brain function.
Oh, I've worked.
Somehow.
Yeah, there's been clients we've had where like their issue was brain damage, not like psychosis originally. Like they didn't develop schizophrenia or something. They just got in like a horrible accident and their brain got all fucked up, and now they have like these psychiatric issues.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really, really sad to see.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one. Yeah, I remember seeing a guy in rehab, one of the meetings that was talking about. He was, forget what the fuck he did for a living, but it was some kind of STEM type shit, pretty high fucking up there, engineer type shit. And he had gotten in, I guess, was all fucked up and got in like a car accident. And like after he kind of did all this recovery shit, he had some pretty serious brain, trauma or whatever. He went back to his job and he was like doing this assignment or whatever. And he's like, basically, I got it. It was a tough assignment. I finally got it done after a month. And then like his bosses or whatever were like, that is something that you used to be able to do in a single day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's fucked up.
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. Yeah.
What was it?
I was like, I'm surprised they gave you that long. I'm surprised they gave me long enough to fucking do it instead of being like, look, you just can't do this anymore.
Oh, there's a lot of potential penalties in them going and saying, look, you just can't do this anymore.
Right.
There's a lot of potential issues if they try to fire somebody at that point. Yeah, you can't really fire somebody who's for anything related to any kind of disability. It's pretty tough, even if it's totally justifiable.
Right.
It's really hard.
Damn.
So like I would imagine they were like,
yeah, I can see them try to find something else for him to do that's within his capabilities or something.
Yeah, that's what would be the better choice if they were going to do it. But, kudos to them for being willing to do what they're doing. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing it out of fear at that point. I think they're doing it because they're like, we worked here for so long.
Sounds like he was it sounds like he was a great employee up until the accident or whatever. So, But yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't want to know that. Like, you know what I mean? I would almost be like, don't tell me that. Now I know exactly what's fucking missing and how badly fucked up my brain. Seems like
Oof.
ignorance would definitely be bliss in that situation,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess they had to, kind of. But
What was it? I
yeah.
had a college professor in the junior college was the automotive program, and he'd had heart issues or something, and due to whatever damage the heart took or the meds were doing or any of that kind of stuff, he was basically like fucked in the head, and he would just completely lose track of shit and go off on weird tangents, and then arbitrarily just start screaming and yelling at the class. And we were the fourth year in a row, or fourth class in a row, like fourth semester, I guess, or whatever, that wrote a letter of complaint and had everybody in the class sign it to the school. But he had like tenure, so they couldn't get rid of him. Because we were like, we didn't learn any of what we were supposed to learn in his class, because he was teaching diagnostics for automotive diagnostics. So like, knowing how to find what was wrong with a car, that's like the most important part of being a mechanic.
Right.
And he literally did not teach any of it at all.
Wow.
He would just, every time he would start a lecture, he would get lost in shit. We everything we learned from reading through the book as a class. Like we would.
So he was actually you would have, yeah, he was a hindrance then. I mean, he was less than again, another
and then
one
he
of my
would
favorite
scream at people
sayings.
for being distracted in class and ignoring him because he's just off on some weird tangent about fucking pancakes that morning. And it was absolutely just wrong and disgusting that he was still there. But then the saddest part was I was in a dance class with this other guy, and we get to chatting, and he's like, "Oh, you're in the automotive. How about this guy?" And I'm like, "Oh, it was the worst class I ever took." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't know what happened, but this guy has all this heart issues, and he can't fucking keep a train of thought, and he's doing, this and that." Because I did feel for the guy. He wasn't a bad person. It was just like frustrating situation to be in. So I explained it to the guy, and he's like, he was the best teacher I had in that fucking program. And he says, when I took that class 10 years ago, it was the best I ever did. It was amazing. It was we all learned so much. Wow. I was like, I wouldn't be a mechanic now if it wasn't for that class.
Yeah, well, I assume he wouldn't have gotten tenure. I assume he wouldn't have gotten tenure.
It's so sad to hear that he was like sharp and on the ball and fucking teaching like really important stuff and really teaching it well. Like not that long before I got there, and it was just so sad to hear how declined he had been. But it was also one of those things where like I understand that this guy like needs an income for whatever reason, but like this is just not the way you do it.
Right.
Make him a teaching assistant, or something that you can still pay him enough to keep him going or whatever. But like,
maybe if they still have any kind of PE classes, let him go teach tennis or golf or something.
Yeah, anything like that would have been a better choice. It was just so sad. And the really part of the sad part was there were other teachers who taught other subjects in automotive that were really good that could have taken over.
Yeah.
Oh, except for the fucking transmission guy. That guy was a dick. He taught really, really well, but he was like unreasonable.
Oh, kind of like one of those guys that's just an asshole and condescending and shit.
The
that
rules
kind of thing.
are the rules, and we can't break the rules for any reason. Like no matter how
I'm not that big of an asshole.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about this guy that taught transmissions in
automotive. Shit, he's here. Fuck.
Scatter.
God damn. I'm gonna stop talking shit about him.
Everybody scatter.
I'm just such a narcissist. I'm just such a narcissist. I assume everyone's talking about me all the time.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna be a politician then, I think.
Or a Hollywood actor. Who knows? One or the other.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Or one of those producers. The more and more I hear about like Hollywood producers, the more I'm like, God, I hope it gets shut down real fast.
Oh, producers are the fucking scummiest of the scummy, man.
I mean, they are everything I hear about them. It gets worse and worse. Like, what's really strange is I'm so surprised this got made. Did you guys hear about this new Marvel show that just came out?
What is it? No.
It's called Wonder Man.
Oh,
Wonder
I haven't seen
Man.
the show. I have seen it. Black dude, of course.
Well,
Yeah, I haven't
okay,
seen the.
this is gonna be
But
weird. This is gonna be weird to say. I didn't think I'd be saying it. It's a great show. Now, I've only ever seen the first episode, and I've listened to a few other people's reviewing of it, and no spoilers or anything like that. So I'm not going to say nothing. But it's one of those bizarre meta shows that's part of the big MCU, but not really. It's like it's part of the MCU in the same way that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is part of the DC universe. Like it's not really.
Huh.
It's like it's standalone, but not really. It's connected, but not really. It's weird to say. You could watch it and not care about everything else that's happening in there. Like Iron Man, yeah, he's a thing. Who cares? It has nothing to do with what's going on here. And what's really strange, I almost shudder to call it Wonder Man because it's almost not Wonder Man, because essentially it's about an actor who does have superpowers, but he's just trying to be an actor. He doesn't care. He's not out there saving the day. He's worried about himself, his family. He's not an absentee father. He loves his kids and all that, which is weird to see. His father figures in these things are alcoholics or losers or womanizers. He's not.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, a real
Okay.
father. What's going on? Like,
And he
how did this slip through?
and he's
How
a
did this
black
get
man
through?
too.
oh, so it's clearly a work of fiction.
Clearly.
No.
Um, but the thing is
All right, I
like
was talking to the dog. I wasn't saying no to you guys.
No, I
Oh.
know.
Well, the thing about it is that it's kind of like a show about acting nerds because it like he's really big into acting. He loves it. He's watched all kinds of films. He can quote all kinds of stuff. He kind of wants to be a director, which is kind of his thing. He thinks he's a little too enthusiastic about his job, which gets in the way. He's like telling directors what they should do, and that's never a good idea. You don't tell your boss how to run their job.
Yeah, that's a real hit and miss kind of tactic right there. Because on the one hand, like you do have some directors that like they're a team player and everybody has a say, and you know they encourage people to express their own thoughts and opinions, and then you have other directors who are not okay with that, and that is a bad plan.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, but it's kind of not his fault because he's just so passionate about it. He can't shut the fuck up, but he
Yeah.
needs to. He's overthinking. But it's just if you take out the superhero aspect, it's just actors being actors in Hollywood, and they talk about the scummy movie producers and all the other kinds of stuff. So I've only seen the first episode, but it's way better than anything I ever thought. Not to mention, it's a movie about actors making a movie about superheroes, about a guy named Wonder Man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Wonder Man himself, this guy practically isn't Wonder Man. He's just a guy trying to get the job, and they openly admit that he's pretty much getting the job because he's black. What?
Okay. Are either of you familiar with the comic book character? Like any of the backstory on the actual comic book character Wonder Man?
A little bit. I don't.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I want to kind of get this out really quick. Hope I don't bore you too much. Okay. So Wonder Man. I don't remember exactly his powers, but it was something like he's made of ions or something. It's something stupid. He's the Ionic Man. I feel like it had to be a take on Bionic Man, right? But anyways, so he can do a bunch of shit. All right. And there was definitely, I remember I have comics. I just don't want anybody able to find them, but he was part of Avengers West Coast, which obviously different than the East Coast Avengers. But anyways, Avengers West Coast, and there were definitely parts where he wanted to try to be famous and the star and shit. But there's kind of a really tragic aspect to him because Vision's brain was based on Wonder Man's brain and personality. and Wanda falls in love with Vision, and Wonder Man is also in love with Wanda, but Wanda is not in love with Wonder Man,
Mm.
even though Vision's brain is based on Wonder Man's brain and personality.
Weird.
Well,
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to get that in there. Anything
I,
like that in the show?
nothing like that. No. As far as I can tell, well, obviously it's not going to be like that because you saw the other MCU stuff. They didn't put Wonder Man in Vision's brain. They actually put Ultron in there, but that's that's the movie universe. They kind
Right,
of
right.
the movies tend to make shit up as they go, partially because they fired the Marvel creative team.
Although I hear Kathleen Kennedy might actually be on her way out. I'll
Yes.
still believe it when I see it, but
Well,
hopeful. Sounds
it
good.
yeah, she's out. She's gone for good. Partially, I mean, I think part of the other reason is because she's too old. She's like gonna be 80 soon. She's like 70, 70 years old. She doesn't look it, but yeah, she's up there. Um, and there could be other reasons for why she's leaving. I don't know, but yeah, she is gone. Unfortunately, the person that's replacing her was like one of her like people that worked with her for a while, and she believes in the exact same thing that Kathleen Kennedy believes.
Is
So
it
here's
Filoni? I thought it was Filoni. Yeah.
no, Filoni is he's just the creative director kind of guy. He's the guy doing all the creative stuff. The actual person who runs the in and out, the actual like president of that, I can't remember her name. It's very
Oh, okay.
forgettable. Yeah, yeah. So, but Filoni is still there. The problem with Filoni, well, he did work on a
Yeah.
lot of Star Wars stuff. His big contribution is he added magic into the Star Wars universe with the witches of Dathomir or whatever they're called.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah, and
The
he
power
leaned.
of one. The
Yeah,
power of two. Yeah,
that that's his
yeah.
contribution. I'll be honest. The magic stuff is kind of bullshit to me. I don't like it. I mean, I really don't like it. It's Star
Yeah,
Wars. The
yeah,
Force is all you need.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like they're trying to like change it by explaining it in a different way or something. Yeah, and turning it into fucking magic.
Well, they're
Yeah.
adding it in there, and I'm like, don't you think we would have heard something about this a long time ago?
Mhm.
Kind of a
Right.
big deal.
Yeah, it is a pretty central fucking part of the universe.
Yeah,
Like, nope,
yeah,
we're gonna turn it into magic.
yeah. We're adding magic now. Magic's a thing in Star Wars. I'm like, we had the Force for that. Yeah, yeah.
But midichlorians, though.
Yeah. What about Metachlorians? How dare you?
Uh, that's gonna become the M word in the Star Wars universe.
Pretty much is.
Do
Pretty
not
much
say
is.
that word.
Do not say that in my presence.
No.
But yeah, she's gone, which is good. But unfortunately, it's still going to be an issue. So we shall see. We'll see if anything will change. Marvel.
Yeah, I'm definitely wait and
optimistic.
see.
Let's
Yeah.
cautiously optimistic. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I'm not even going with that.
Like,
I'm
there's
not even willing to
potential
go
for
that far.
good news. Let's hope, but I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not
Right, right.
putting any
Yeah.
money on
I'm
it.
gonna yeah. Well, I guess cautious. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to assume the worst and then hopefully be pleasantly surprised.
Ah, okay, that works.
I mean, it everything seems very dark and bleak right now. So like, I don't blame anyone for having negative thoughts about things. But I like to think that while everything sucks, it is possible to come back, but it's gonna take time. Like, for example, I don't know if you guys have heard all the stuff with like the comic book industry right now, but it's like it's terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about the comic book industry.
So there's this guy in charge of DC Comics. His name's Jim Lee, and for the longest time, I say nothing bad about him because he's a phenomenal artist. He's been working on some of the best. Like he worked on an issue of the X-Men that was the best-selling X-Men Marvel comic in general for the longest time. That still sells to this day through reprints. Like they recently came out with one with like they new colors and stuff in the same issue, and it sold really well. So it tells you he's really good at what he does. But they put him in charge of DC Comics. He's the CEO, and he's a nice guy. He's a talented guy. He's not a business guy. And
Uh,
under his watch, things have just been going down, down, down. He approves everything because he doesn't know what sells. Because he's been the guy that we give him a script, he puts out art. He doesn't come up with the ideas. He just draws the pictures. He knows how to draw pretty pictures. He can't do complicated stories or nothing like that. He has no vision, and it showed because under his watch, it's just been terrible. The reason why I bring him up is because he recently just came out and said that Western comics aren't doing very good because Marvel is or manga is selling incredibly well, and there's just no way we can compete. He's openly admitting that Western comics are done, and that's a depressing thing for him to say.
well, and it's sad because they don't have to be done. Like they could just tell stories people actually want to hear.
Yep.
You know, it's like,
Right.
oh, well, if you just told stories that people wanted to see, we could just keep going, and it would be great.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I have to have a lot of his early work. 'Cause that is right. I'm looking it up now. That is right around comics in junior high.
Oh,
When
I
I was about
guarantee
12 or 13.
if you've ever had comics in your life, you have at least something Jim Lee. He's worked on something
Yeah,
like that. Jim Lee, Art Adams, fuck, why am I spacing on it? Or like a Todd
yeah,
McFarlane. Like hold
yeah.
on, you give me a McFarlane, I'll
Yeah,
fucking
Todd
go.
McFarlane did a lot of Spider-Man early on, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he did the crazy. He did like this crazy like contortionist bodies and the goddamn spaghetti string webbing. Like God, oh my God. He
yeah. But no, I remember looking when I'd look at like places back here shit and or like seeing Jim Lee art and like listing it like early his work and shit. And I'm
Yep.
like, I know I have that. Oh no, it does say, yeah, it is 248. Holy shit, this is amazing. My memory is fucking horrible, but I literally remember the exact issue number that I was thinking of, and that actually is it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Geeking out
But
about
I have multiple copies of X-Men 248. And yeah,
how
that is exactly when I got into comics.
well, and that was back when comics were good and cheap too. So, which is the other thing that they need to start doing. Like, I like that they've turned comics into like a collector's item, so that way they have like really good quality paper. It's nice, it's thick, it's got a little bit of a gloss to it. This shit's gonna last for a long
Yeah,
time. But comics back in
right.
the day was done on newsprint. It was the cheapest thing you can
Mm,
get, and you can get a comic
mhm.
for like a dollar, maybe, if
When
even.
I got into it, it was right when they were switching over from 75 cents to a dollar.
There you go. I,
Oh, I
and
bet
and
there's a
A
lot of
very long
griping
time ago.
about that one.
well,
They're like $5 now.
Uh,
oh yeah, for $5, $6 depending on the comics.
Oh
well,
And
I
wait,
mean,
yeah, I was
how
gonna
much is it
say
now
they're
to go
five
out to
bucks.
like fucking
Yeah.
eat at a fast food restaurant compared to what it was? Like you used to spend five
Yeah.
bucks for a meal at a fast food place, which was
back in
part
the
of the appeal was that it was so cheap. You know, it was like, oh, $5 for a decent meal, $2 or $3 for a value meal, and now it's like what, $20 for a fucking a burger and a Coke and
oh
fries?
yeah,
Like,
the value meal up here in Canada is like it used to be
Mhm.
like you can get like a $1 items. Now they're like $7 for like that
eh.
thing, and you get like the smallest of the. Not to mention they did a size comparison recently, talking about McDonald's value meals and all that stuff, and the food is in fact smaller. It's smaller
Oh,
by
substantially. Oh yeah.
yeah, and not even that long ago. Like it was, I think they said it was like 3 years ago. The burgers were bigger. Like 3 years
Oh,
ago.
the BK Big Fish was an inch bigger in each direction the last time I ordered them, like before, like within the last 5 years.
Yep.
And
I
here's the
remember the
thing.
double cheeseburger was like $1.69 for the longest time. which is an amazing deal. Like I prefer Burger King to McDonald's. Like it's not even close in my mind
Here's
as
the
far
thing
as
that's
burgers
crazy
like
though
that.
is it's not
And it
necessary.
went up to, yeah. That's why I feel like there has to be collusion. Like I feel like we're gonna find out like 10, 20 years from now or whenever that they all got together and said, look, we're all gonna raise our prices this
Yep.
much. Because it's well out. Because again, it went from $1.69 to $3 overnight, and now it's like $3.69.
Yeah, it's
So it's more
totally
than twice as
unnecessary.
much.
The price changes are absolutely not required for profits. Like they're making trillions of dollars a year in profits. They do not need to raise their prices like they have. It's
Yeah,
complete bullshit.
yeah. And there was,
Well,
yeah, the last time I went, like a few weeks ago, I was like, why is a double so much more than a single? A regular cheeseburger, a double is twice, like more than twice as much. I think. I got three just cheeseburgers because that was cheaper than two double cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I
Oh
think,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, like I've noticed definitely the prices are they're going up and the quality's going down. Um, that's just
Yeah, they're definitely smaller. Yeah, yeah. Burger
Yeah.
Kings are definitely smaller too.
And
Yeah.
they're not paying their employees anymore. Like as far as wages go,
Mm,
it's all complete nonsense.
mm,
It's just for CEOs' pockets. You
there,
yeah.
know.
there is that. Well, I mean, there is like shit going on with like the supply lines when it comes to food, like when you get the meat and everything. Although you guys,
It's all superficial though because it's like they don't need to get beef from China, but they're getting beef from China because our fucking politicians are in their pockets. You know what
well,
I mean?
and
Like they could
Right.
be getting
you
it here.
guys,
The politicians have killed our beef
Yeah.
industry in the U.S. Probably in
Yeah.
Canada too.
well,
Yeah. The
you guys.
distribution has been a monopoly too. There's a lot of that's going into it.
You guys down there in the States, you have a different problem than we have up here in Canada, but we're going to have the same problem soon. And that you guys have been approved to have like clone meat, like they will clone an animal and then they would butcher it and kill it. So that's how they increase the meat stuff. But they also have like the lab grown kind of meat and like the 3D printed meats, and it is in your fast food chain. You don't know it, but it's there, and they're mixing it in with a lot of things. And like I know for a fact that, or not so much for a fact, I don't know if they still have it, but like Subway, whenever you get any of their meal, it's like mixed in with soybeans or something to pad out the actual stuff. So you're not actually really getting that much in the way of actual meat.
Mhm.
So they're cutting corners wherever they can, and for various different reasons. I think Mr. Beast just did a thing where he went into like one of those processing plants, and they even just said, "Yeah, we're lab growing meat to pad out the meat stuff." And I think part of the problem was is that there was a series of farms and meat plants that were like they went up in flames that shut down, and so it's creating a bit of a problem with getting actual meat. Like I know, like
Well,
there was that whole
how
yeah
insane is that they didn't just rebuild them?
yeah that's something that also
That's how
needs
you
to be
know it's
dealt with.
bullshit. You know what I mean? Like there's no real shortage. It's all superficially and artificially forced on us.
Yeah,
Like it's the supplies are there if they want them. There was a thriving industry, beef industry in the United States that was making tons and tons and tons of meat, and even exporting. And then suddenly, within a couple of years, it's gone for no reason, and we have to get Chinese beef, which is probably not even beef to begin with. Like I know, like steaks and stuff are insane. Like the cost for just like ribeyes and whatnot. Like 2 years ago, you could get a ribeye steak for like $10 for like a pound, $12 for a pound, and now it's like 25 bare minimum, 30 usually, maybe even 40 in some cases.
mm-hmm.
Like that didn't just dry up overnight. Like that's just fake. It's all fake. Like that's the real problem is I think we need to, like, honestly, I think we need to just get rid of the governments entirely and start over.
I think
Definitely need a fucking reset, dude, and
Well, I
more
think
checks and balances.
a lot of these things need to get investigated, and I don't like a lot of times we often say like how come they haven't done it yet. I think that they are doing it. It just takes time. Like Trump's been in office for about like almost a year now, and it wasn't until recently that RFK finally was able to ban all these artificial dyes in food because
Yeah.
a lot of them are have been linked to cancers. So, and other kinds of diseases. This is why you shouldn't give like anything that's red, like red candies of any kind. Never give that to your kids. Never.
Well,
Just
how bizarre is it
Mm.
that now if you feed kids peanut butter, they get allergic to it? But
yeah,
back in the day, that was never an issue.
yeah. Never had that kind of stuff. And what was it like glucose allergies or something like that? And also never existed. And you look at people like the Amish and the Hutterites and all that, they grow all their
They
own
don't
food.
have those issues, yeah.
No cancers, no obesity, no diseases,
Oh,
nothing.
I think the obesity thing with the foods thing is one of the biggest things, and I think it's because we're not being told the truth about what's in a lot of the food we're getting. And it's why I'm
Yeah,
trying
like
to
the
move, at
ingredients
least
and shit are
personally, towards
bullshit.
like eliminating as much fast food as I can. Like,
Well, there have
try to
been
keep it to like, once every other week, maybe once a month. I'm not that great at it because I'm lazy too, and
Yeah, it's
sometimes it's
tough.
like it's just the
Yeah,
easier choice. But like,
it is incredibly convenient,
I'm really
unfortunately.
trying to keep it down to like not eating fast food as much as I can because it's just so fucking bad for you now.
well, and we're learning new things. Like there's a bunch of these new studies coming out about the microplastics that we didn't know was there before. And some of the shit that goes on there is quite surprising. Like apparently that with some of these things, it can actually disrupt signals from your body to your brain. One example being is that part of the reason why cancer has grown in a lot of us is that because we actually our bodies can actually fight off cancer pretty well.
Yeah.
It's just that we need to get the signals to the brain to tell us that there's a problem, and these signals don't come through. And they believe, I think they call them endocrines or something. So you get these microplastics create endocrine disruptors, which disrupts the signals that go to the brain. It's kind of like when you hurt, like if you like hurt yourself, the nerves will go have a direct signal to the brain, and endocrines are the same thing. They just go slower. It's like a more detailed report the brain would get, and,
Uh,
be, and because it doesn't get that kind of stuff, it can't fight the things because it doesn't know it's there because everything's coming because all the information is coming to the brain super slow. So a lot of this is linked to the microplastics that go on there. There's also other kind of things like metals and stuff, which also disrupts signals throughout the bodies. We get these metals in through things like tin foil. If you ever cook with tin foil, that's a lot of metals that go into that, and it blocks our bodies. It's the same thing with canned drinks. Canned drinks also does that too. And on the plastics, everything is wrapped in plastic. When you go to the store, you get like meat, it's wrapped in plastic. You want to get like boxes of like cereal or something. There's a bag of plastic in it, which the cereal really need a fucking bag in it. It's in a box. Why can't the box protect it? Does it really need a bag? I don't know. But anyway, there's all these little bits of plastic comes in there and it disrupts the endocrines that gives a more detailed report to the body. This is also probably also why we also have an obesity problem because it also tells the body that oh yeah we have too much fat, so we need to deal with this kind of stuff, or we need to move it properly to where it needs to go to get dealt with or something, or we need to flush it out. Can't do any of that stuff, which also causes a lot of the obesity problem.
well, also there's a big problem with sugar, like being hidden in a lot of things.
Hmm.
Like they use different terms to hide like the high fructose corn syrup and stuff like that. And
I
it's
know
like,
Joe.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I know Joe Rogan. He discovered that he had like this garlic salt that he would put on all of his food, he found out that it actually has like a ton of sugar in it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
why
under
is
like a weird name or something, so you wouldn't know if you weren't like a scientist.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. They have all these different names for different types of sugars and stuff like that.
It's like
Same thing with
artificial sweeteners that'll kill your dogs that are under like secret names too.
yeah.
Because like xylitol and maltitol and all those sugar alcohols are extremely bad for dogs. But you know what else they're
Mm-hmm.
called?
Mm.
They're also called things like birch syrup. You know what I mean? It's like it's so fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You
how many
come
of
up
these
with
things are hidden because it's like, what if you didn't know
natural
that birch
sounding
syrup
names.
meant xylitol and would kill your fucking dog, and you fed it like this snack or whatever?
There you go. So
So
do what you
fucking
can.
disturbing.
It's hard to because all the food that we eat is processed by other people, and so it's really hard to know what you're putting into yourself. Granted, we've all become so used to the convenience of having our food prepared for us.
I like to find things that are like halfway. So one of the meals that I like right now is a can of sardines over like a cup of rice. You get like a cup of cooked rice, and then you just take like a can of sardines and like mustard sauce. And so I think when you're doing stuff like that, it's a little easier to control like what you're getting, because it's like it's hard to fake sardines. You know what I mean? Like versus like a can of soup. Like a can of soup could have any number of God knows what in there, and it's really easy to hide it in this long list of ingredients. But like when you buy a can of sardines, you want to see sardines, oil, mustard, salt, pepper. Like you don't want to like it's pretty obvious when they start putting weird shit in there.
Yeah, I think it was like one of the CEOs of Campbell's Soup was under a lot of controversy lately because he was in like a hot mic and he was just saying like, yeah, our stuff's filled with all kinds of like lab grown meat and like garbage ingredients. He described it as garbage
Yeah,
soup.
he's
Like
like he would
really?
never eat it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a tomato sauce that we really enjoyed that we bought often, Rouse, and it's just started to get so expensive that it's almost like not really affordable anymore. But one of my favorite things about the tomato sauce was it was literally like when you looked at the ingredients, it was like tomatoes, onions, garlic, salt, pepper, oregano, basil. It was just like, oh, it's just literally tomato sauce. There's nothing else in it, and it was just canned and jarred, and it was great. It tasted amazing.
Hmm.
It was one of the things we used to use on keto because it didn't have sugar added and any of that other stuff. So like even though tomatoes are like relatively high in sugar, if you're like making a like a keto style pizza, you could use a little bit of tomato sauce on that. It's just a very small amount. And if
Right.
it's really good quality using genuine ingredients, you can spread it real thin and it's still got a lot of flavor. you know?
Speaking of tomatoes, I recently made myself some pico de gallo.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Uh,
good stuff.
I like it. The only problem I have with it is that the only way I can eat it because I need a chip to go with it. So I recently found like these keto friendly chips and stuff, but I also found the recipe to make your own. It's basically like you put an egg in with some what is it called, the ground chicken with like a couple different seasonings and stuff, and then take some wax paper and then you put it on a pan and you roll it out, make it like a thin thing, and you put it in the oven for like 10 minutes on like
Oh,
350.
nice.
Yeah, they just you don't pull it out right away. You just let it stay in the oven as it cools. And when it comes out, it should be nice and dry, and then it crumbles like chips. And it's
Huh.
like a high protein keto chip.
Oh, this is good.
I find there's a lot more over the counter, or not over the counter, but just like pre-made items for keto nowadays, though, too.
There
Like there's
is.
lots of like ready-made breads and muffins and all that kind of stuff.
Well, we are like this year has definitely shown a change in people's perspectives or people's attitudes. Where it seems to be like we're going back to the 80s and the 90s when everyone was all health centric, and you know everyone has to go on they go on like these yoga parties or they start getting more fit. It's like, oh, you want to hang out? Let's do a jog. It seems to be a mentality that healthy is the way to be, and you know what? God bless them for doing it.
Yeah. Well, it'd be
Speaking
nice
of,
if it puts pressure on some of these companies that are putting out some of these like really dangerous stuff in food.
well, they kind of have to because, like, you know, soda was a big deal, but the millennials and younger generations they have no interest in soda. They don't like carbonated drinks. They don't like the fizziness. Um,
Really?
yeah, they've reported like really low sales the first time ever. They're really. It's actually the same thing with alcohol too. They said that alcohol is at the lowest sales it's ever been.
Huh?
And well, some people were saying it's because they don't have the money, but they've lowered the price of
Oh,
like pretty much.
you
Yeah,
know what? No matter how poor I was, when I still drank, I could find a way to get liquor if I really wanted it.
exactly. And people could, but there's no interest in liquor, and there is I don't know how deep the study went or how much people are even looking into it, but they do think that the stuff that you used to see as a kid about like don't drink and drive and all the other kinds of stuff, it actually does work. It just takes time for that to actually process through. And like a lot of
Uh,
people are trying to be more responsible. All that old thing about drinking, oh yeah, I guess I'll drink less. But not drinking apparently has its own problems because it turns out because they're looking into like how people do things like start businesses and get into relationships, and a lot of times they when you have alcohol, it kind of lowers your caution threshold that you'll actually say, yeah, fuck it, I am gonna do it. I am gonna talk to that girl over there. I am gonna, you
oh
know,
yeah.
because people are
It's
overly
not a health
cautious.
issue. It's a psychological issue.
Exactly, you need
Yeah,
to
it
get out of
operates
your
as
head.
a social lubricant.
Exactly, and they said that that you need to. A lot of guys in particular, you need to start drinking, not like over the top. Just a couple of drinks just to get you like get your caution down, and just say, yeah, fuck it, I will just do that. It's not that hard, and you shouldn't have to be so overly cautious, but we are, and I think it's gotten worse with all the social anxieties with the economy and everything. I think there's also a lot of fatigue. Like I'm tired. I'm so tired of all this bullshit, dudes.
Oh yeah,
I
well
just
that's how
want.
they wear you down to keep you from getting involved in anything that could stop the fucking political bullshit they're pulling.
I
Is
know
make every aspect of your life so miserable and fucking onerous that you just don't have the energy to fight about, you know?
exactly. That's kind of the idea of where they're
And
going
then
with this.
convince everyone that they're their majority opinion is theirs. And it's like, nah, the majority opinion is not. It's not theirs. It's just those are the people that won't shut the fuck up. You know, it's like,
Yeah, yeah. It seems to be the way of it. Dick was playing with his dog.
oh yeah,
Hold on, Poops. Hold on.
that's right. Poops, hold on.
Sorry, it's fucking. These things do not stay in my ear. These earbud thingies. It fell out.
What
Fair enough.
Yeah, my puppy decided it was fight time. It's very hard to dissuade him once he's in that
getting
mode.
in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what is it? I'm gonna make a mushroom pie this weekend.
What?
So I've been playing this game Heartopia that I really enjoy, and
Okay.
in it you make mushroom pies. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to just make a mushroom pie? So I bought 8 pounds of mushrooms, and I'm gonna cook them all down and stuff them in a pie crust with some cheese and some egg, and cook it until it's done and eat it. And I think it's gonna be good. We'll find out. It could be awful.
I don't know. That sounds borderline like a hate crime, but
You're
okay.
not a fan of mushrooms?
I
Careful.
like mushrooms. It's just not in a pie. It just sounds atrocious.
No. Fair enough. Yeah, everybody's got their different flavors though.
I
It's
mean, but everyone
like I
has.
love pineapple. My sister can't stand pineapple.
No.
I love me
Well,
some pineapple though.
I don't mind pineapple. I just don't put it on pizza.
Oh, I love pineapple on pizza. I love everything on pizza though, except for anchovies. I'll take it all. I never ordered the same pizza twice, so
Yeah, I've never had pizza with anchovies. I don't know if it's any good.
it's not that it's bad per se. It's that it's so incredibly salty that it's just nothing,
Yeah.
no other flavor but salt. It's like eating salt. So
Yeah,
it's like I like salt, but I don't like salt to the point where I would eschew any other fucking flavor.
Dude, it's I still lived in New York the last, so I was 10 years old or younger, and I still remember how fucking salty those things are.
Really?
Remember we talked about it a week or two ago. Me and Stabby, dude. And that was
Oh
the first
yeah.
thing I fucking said. I was like, I just remember it being like fucking just tasted like almost all salt.
Yeah, it's one of the things that's really nice when you're cooking with anchovies is the little bit of anchovy paste. It goes a really long way to adding a ton of flavor because it adds so much salt to it. But my God, yeah, I can't imagine. But putting it on pizza, I would never do it again. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that's fun to do once, and then you're like, oh, it's just miserable after that.
Right.
Like because it's so much fucking salt flavor that you can't taste. Like you don't taste the pepperoni, you don't taste the cheese, you don't taste the marinara sauce anymore. It's just all salt.
I remember, like, well, for me, my favorite type of pizza is I like to get bacon and feta cheese, and I thought that was pretty salty. Well, I don't know.
Bacon
I-
and
Yeah, no,
feta cheese
anchovies
on a
are
pizza
fucking
would
crazy
nowhere
salty.
near as salty as the anchovies.
Probably
Yeah, I
not.
don't think there's nothing that I can recall close to it.
Have you ever had
And
like
again,
fish sauce
it was
straight
it was like
or anything
it was
like
at
that?
least 40 years ago. It's at least 40 years ago that I ate an anchovy,
I'm not
and it's
really
still a pretty powerful memory.
I'm not really a big fish fan, so I don't know. Probably
Oh,
not.
okay, yeah.
I mean, I'll eat them, but I mean, I'd rather not. Of course, granted, here in Canada, I refuse to eat any fish until after we get like the conservatives in there for at least a year,
Oh man,
and then
have you what do you
What's with
call
the
it?
fish?
What's the food? Oh damn,
Yeah.
I lost
while
it.
you're
While you're
thinking
thinking
about
of
that,
it, what's with the fish in Canada currently?
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
a,
good question.
it's the same problem. I was just about to explain that. So the reason is that whenever we have like our various different docks and all that where we do all of our fishing, the problem that we have is that under like the Trudeau Liberals, whenever you have these ships and they have like the toilets and stuff on there and they have their waste and they call it gray matter, and the gray matter usually gets siphoned off, put into a thing, and then shipped off. Well, the government decided to just end that process and shut it down and not do it. And so when the all the various different fishing places and all that were asked what do we do with the gray matter, they said just to dump it into the ocean, which is exactly what they did do. And as a result, a lot of our areas there has a lot of human waste into the waters, and it's showing up in the fish. So we
Oh
have salmon.
no.
Oh yeah, we have particles of human waste in our fishes and our salmon and our very in all of it. It's all bad. And our fishing industry has been trying to get them to do something about this, like bring the service back, like take the gray matter away, so that way we're not dumping it into the water. And they had, as far as I can tell, they refuse to do that. I don't know if they've ever fixed it, but I'm not going to risk it. So I'm going to wait till the conservatives get in there because they did say, yeah, this is a problem. We need to bring the waste management back to the fisheries because this isn't good. But as far as I can tell, they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
But that's why I refuse to eat any fish. Now, if I was to go
Well,
like to the
what they really
States or
want to make
something,
sure is that you can't catch your own.
well, there is that too.
That's why there's so much mercury in a fucking fish now. Good lord.
Careful.
Oh, what was I saying? Have you ever been making scrambled eggs and you accidentally, like, the salt was open and the whole shaker just poured onto your
shit.
eggs?
No, I've never
Yep.
had that happen.
You've never had that happen. Okay, never mind.
I've seen it
Sorry,
in
being
like,
sarcastic.
yeah, I've seen it in media, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I've
like
had that
it.
happen where somebody left the salt shaker, like, not closed all the way or properly. And it's like,
My mom,
when you try to take a bite of the eggs after that, that's as close as I can think of is, like, to anchovies on pizza. Where they, like,
my
they
mom,
just dump the whole salt on there, and you try to scrape all of it off, but there's still so much that it's inedible.
my mom made a mistake one time when she made banana bread, and she likes to sprinkle sugar on top and let the sugar just sort of melt and coat on there. And she mixed up the salt, and
Oh
she didn't know
no.
that, and so she salted the banana bread. And she got me a slice. Like I was in my room, she brought me up a slice, and I could have that while in there. And then she realized it was salt. She came running up to tell me not to bite it. I had already taken a bite, and I was just looking right at her, like with a sour face. Like,
Oh, you get the salt face.
yeah, like,
They're like, no, 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 no.
salt on banana bread. Not a good combination. I
Butter
know
on
they.
banana bread is okay.
Well, adding a little, depending on how you add the salt, because like when you make banana bread, you add about a half a teaspoon of salt with most recipes.
Let's just say I had to cut off the
But
top,
once
so
you've
it
added
wasn't
that
good.
half teaspoon, you're done. You don't need more. You've got enough. You know what I mean? It's like, would have
Was
been
it worth
better
it?
if they,
Wow.
Now, yeah. Now I hear that you can put salt on watermelon. It's supposed to make it taste better, but I mean, I tried that and it didn't do shit. So, I don't know. It
I've
doesn't work
never
on
heard
me.
that.
Yeah, a couple of guys told me to try it, and I finally did.
what is
Drink
that?
some. Yeah, yeah, I didn't taste the difference though.
Settle down. We're scoring that. We're scoring that up there.
Oh no.
Dude, it's so funny. Golden retrievers spend like 90% of their life as just ADHD, fucking no attention span. But then they hear a noise and they just fucking lock in. And they just fucking get that stare.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty, it's pretty funny. Actually, one of the channels I follow had that recently. Just a dog being its all happy faced fucking self, and then all of a sudden, like, fucking darts its head in some direction, just stares. That's what was just happening.
I love.
We've got a bunch of fucking
dogs are
I
fun.
don't.
I watch videos. I like watching the videos with the dogs and the cats.
Yeah. I don't know how the fuck he managed it, but found a sticky seed bush somewhere along our walk route today. So we don't trim the hairs, like we don't trim them really at all.
Oh yeah.
That much, other than clipping his nails or claws or whatever, which he desperately fucking needs. But those seeds get stuck. He's got like 50 of them just in the hair behind his ears.
Oh
And
wow.
the problem is, for whatever reason, anytime you touch those hairs, like I can be like, petting his ears or whatever the fuck, the instant I grab those hairs, he fucking like instantly reacts and thinks I'm fucking with him. So it's I'm trying to get him out of that hair, and he's thinking I'm playing around with him. Basically. Like he thinks I'm initiating more fight time.
Ah, fun times.
Right. I'm also looking for that video I was talking about for just a couple days too.
I'm gonna go get me some food, and I gotta get back to work. So I thought I'd pop in, say hi, see how
Oh
things are
yeah,
going,
nice
catch up in the
seeing you.
world.
Yeah.
Talk to you
Well,
guys later. Bye.
Yeah.
thanks for stopping by. Peace out.
Let's see. Oh, did you see the thing about the guy and his family can't like their private lake drained?
No, I didn't get to that one.
Crazy one. Like they broke onto his property to go through and look at his lake and assess it supposedly without his permission. They did not have legal permission to be on his property. And they did something with the drainage to drain like 40 feet of water off of his private lake.
Wow.
And so it's like,
What
and
the
then
fuck for? Do they say, or do they have a theory on why the fuck that?
well, it doesn't. There doesn't seem to be a reason for it. I think it's like environmental bullshit.
Oh,
Is what I think it is. Ultimately, I think it's like some sort of environmental like policy or code or whatever nonsense they wanted to push.
Okay.
But like, it doesn't make sense to drain like a lake that's naturally occurring because like
Yeah.
you're obviously you're destroying like the environment that those fish live in. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no matter how deep a lake is, 40 feet is gonna fuck with some shit.
Oh yeah. They can't
down.
fish there anymore. It's not safe. Like it's not safe to eat the fish there anymore. And they used to go out like one of the things they used to do is he would take his daughters out fishing, and they would fish and like eat what they caught, like that night for dinner kind of thing. It was kind of like a lot of fun as a family activity to go out on the lake on a boat too and everything. And it's like, oh, what a horrible shitty thing to do. And this is the kind of thing that like it's going to take 5 to 10 years to be repaired anyway. Like you can't just add the water back.
Yeah.
Like you have to add the water
Right.
back, and then you have to add enough fish back that they can grow and like become worth catching. Like in another, 5 years, 3 years, 7 years, depending on like what kind of fish and what the environment is like food wise for them and whatnot. It's just like, oh, that's so
That's fucking evil, man.
brutal.
Jesus. Yeah. Where did that happen?
Oh, I forget. It was some fucking blue state.
Oh.
Not my state though. It wasn't California this time.
Right. I got you.
But wow, it was one of those things where it was like, that's just too sad, man. Too sad because like, how do you fucking explain that to your 3-year-old that like, or your 10-year-old or whatever age their kids are? I don't know how old their kids are, but like, how do you explain that to them? Like, oh yeah, we'd love to keep doing this, but we're never going to be able to because the city came and stole our water. Why'd they steal our water? Because like it's pretty much it. It's like it's because.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking disgusting, man.
Man.
Right back, big old boy.
Ignore that. 1-888 number. I think I can safely assume that that's not somebody I need to talk to right now. I think that's fine. I don't think I need to interact with that person at all. I think I'm good. I'm pretty sure that's bullshit, whatever it is.
Well, could be a wonderful life-changing opportunity, dude.
Oh yeah, whatever business they want me to buy into.
All right.
Good Lord.
Like pyramid? No, this is a multi-level company, not scheme. Company.
Yeah, it's a company, multi-level marketing company.
Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar, but that's what the pyramid.
Yeah.
Multi-level marketing. Yeah. Okay, I figured, but
there was that one lady that did the Mums videos that I watched a few of her videos where she was constantly exposing like various different multi-level marketing schemes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what. Wait, is that? Oh, did you say Quem, the bitch that tried to take down Ethan Klein? Is
Oh,
that who you're
maybe
talking
maybe it
about?
is. I don't know. It was just some lady that like did
Oh, I thought
multi-level
you said
marketing
Quem.
videos where she exposed
No,
multi-level
no,
marketing videos. I
the
don't remember what her name was. I just watched. There was one lady I watched
okay.
that did a lot of
No,
that.
I know. I remember hearing. Carl Happy. You remember the blonde fucking retarded white bitch
Yeah.
that tried to did the horrible, very badly done Ethan Klein hit piece video.
Yeah. I remember
Apparently,
her.
that was
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a
She was
lot of what
fucking
she did.
bonkers.
Yeah, apparently a lot of what she did early on was videos
Oh,
about that.
multi-level marketing videos. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and then she found out that drama works a lot better. And come on.
Yeah, you drama really fucking sells, man. People are super into it. I mean, you remember how many people got fucking involved in that Tonkasaw bullshit, and it was utter trash. It's like
Oh no, Jesus, get over here.
that. I remember that the blood sports was so bad.
No, all right. Sorry, I was trying to navigate through the house there. My son's about here, or he's pulling up right now. Actually,
Oh, nice.
give me like 30 seconds. Damn it. Mute. Where's the mute? Okay, I'll be right.
No worries. Just me and the audience staring each other dead in the eye, accomplishing nothing. Oh, what do I need? I need lettuce to make ratatouille. Potatoes. Okay. Let's see what else is there.
All right, we good.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you see the crazy cop doing the sobriety test bullshit just to try to humiliate the guy?
I don't think I got to that one.
It was crazy because like the cop pulled his friend over, so he pulled over like well away from the guy, like
Right, right,
not where he would be in interfering with anything. And the cop came up
right.
and started fucking hassling him and shit, and he's like, fuck off, like go fuck yourself, as
Right.
one would
Oh yeah, he
normally,
was just pulling over
you
like
know.
waiting to meet his friend or something.
Yeah, he was following his friend, and so his friend got pulled over, and he pulled off way ahead of them so that he could be waiting for his friend and not in the cop's way, so the cop could do his ticket and all that shit. And he wasn't
Right,
even
right.
arguing with the cop over like whether his friend deserved a ticket. He's just like, yeah, whatever, it's all good. I'll just wait up here. And then like cop comes up and starts trying to ask all sorts of questions and get in his business, and it's like, you didn't pull him over. Like, you don't get to go question him. Like, that's not the way that works. And then, like, to
Yeah.
give him a sobriety test was absolutely fucking insane. Like
Yeah.
you didn't pull him over. You don't get to do, and like,
Wow.
and it sucks because like
So,
it doesn't go
Jesus.
into whether or
Yeah,
not he
okay.
filed a lawsuit, which is
Yeah, I would
unfortunate
fucking
because
hope so.
I hate those ones where
Yeah.
they show the cops like out of line, like so far out of line that it's definitely illegal. And you're like, oh, what about the lawsuit? Like, what happened? Did they file one? Did they lose? Did they win? What's the case? Like, let me know.
Yeah.
And you're like, you never
Yeah.
get to know.
The judge threw it out because they're fucking evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts. So I assume the cop was the bad kind. Let everybody
Yeah,
see
yeah.
all
Well, you know how it is. There's good cops and bad cops. It's like no. You know,
yeah,
this is how it is.
yeah.
But just
And
sad
he
that
was
like that
like,
kind of
"Oh
stuff keeps
yeah,
happening.
this fucking asshole, something. Why the fuck did he pull up and stop right there?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna ask him why. I'm going to assume checking authorities and fuck with him."
yeah. That's the part that gets me is like he went out of his way to be um appropriate for the police, like to not interfere with the guy.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Again,
like
it's not
he's
like
not
he pulled
interfering.
like
He isn't
right behind,
complaining
right in
about you
front of the
pulling his
guy.
friend over. He's not up there yelling, "I'm filming you. Watch yourself." You know, any kind of nonsense. Like he just
Yeah,
waited
yeah.
calmly in his vehicle. Like it's totally reasonable. I totally get the cop wanting to be like, "Hey, so what's going on here? Why are you hanging out at a traffic stop?" But the second he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm following that guy. We're heading to the same place, and I'm following him." So you know, when you pulled him over, I just pulled over far enough ahead so I wouldn't be interfering, and I'll you know, just stay out of your way, do your thing. On you know,
And that was
should have been the end of the conversation.
dude, yeah. But in the cop's head, he's like, this guy's mock. Clearly, he's mocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that type of
Yep.
shit. That's kind of what I assume is going through their head. I'm not going to let him get away with that.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's what it seems like. Really fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, yeah. Those cops need to be fucking weeded out.
Yeah, and it's always sad when they're not getting like fired because it's like, no, they should be fired. Like, you should get rid of those people. They're fucking ruining it for the rest of the cops. Like the good cops are getting fucked over by these assholes.
Indeed.
Oh, what do you think about a mushroom pie? Is that a crime against humanity?
I do not like mushrooms.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah,
send one to you.
yeah. Other than the psychedelic ones,
Oh yeah, well you
taste
choke
good.
those down for a different reason though.
Right, right. But yeah, as far as actually just food, no mushrooms I like.
None. Okay, did not know that.
And I
Interesting.
just, well, yeah, I mean, the taste isn't like terrible, but it's not not appealing, and the texture is awful. I hate the texture, the spongy fucking whatever of mushroom.
Oh, that's one of my favorite parts of
Fucking
the
cannot.
mushroom is the texture.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's more the taste than the texture, but the texture's not helping. Mhm. So yeah, if I had to eat them, like to save my life for some reason or whatever, not a big deal. But
I
I
think
would
the
rather
texture
not.
thing would be an easy fix in a pie, and not that you would want to eat the pie because it would still taste like mushrooms, but
Yeah,
I would just
yeah,
run them through a food processor until they're all chopped up into little bits so that there's no chew anymore, and just use
right, right.
egg to hold everything together so it was like a pie texture. But
Yeah, I hear you.
that would probably be almost worse.
Mhm. Yeah, like I said, it's not terrible, but it's
If
definitely
you don't enjoy it, yeah, no, no.
on the scale, it is slightly tilted towards the not good tasting.
See, I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it because I love the way they taste. So adding like cheese and egg and some herbs and some lemon juice and some lemon zest, it's gonna be
I
glorious for me.
wonder if I'm trying to think of anything. Maybe bell peppers or something. Like, it'd be pureed bell peppers now. Maybe.
Oh, making like a bell pepper pie instead of crying against humanity.
Like, it'd be, pureed bell peppers. That could do like that. Maybe bell peppers or something? Like if you pureed bell peppers now. Maybe.
would be really fucking interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to
Bell
think of
pepper's a
something else.
really bland pepper too, so there's not a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I did not realize. the different colors were actually just different like ages,
Different
like
levels of
growing longer or
ripeness.
short. Yeah, yeah. I had no idea. I thought that was purely a cosmetic thing.
Yeah, like green is not ripe, red is fully ripe, and yellow and orange are in the middle. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No idea. I thought that I thought those other colors cost more because of like it's just aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, I think green
That
is the
was good.
cheapest if I remember correctly because they
Yeah. Oh yeah.
can
Yeah.
harvest it quicker. So it's like, oh, cycle and put more in.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Yep.
But I here's and maybe there's people who will disagree with me. I can't fucking tell the difference in flavor. They all taste the same to me.
Yeah, it's a
Green, red,
little,
yellow, orange. They all
little.
taste identical. I
Uh,
cannot
the green
taste
ones are a
difference.
little. I don't know. I don't want to say it's not bitter, but it's something kind of like that. And it's again a small difference. Yeah, it's a very little difference. But yeah, there's a little more. Again, I don't know how to describe it because it's not really bitter. It's kind of like that.
And it's not really spicy, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit of spice, like spicy related flavor wise.
Mhm. Right, right. I love bell peppers on pizza. That's some
Oh
good
yeah,
shit.
absolutely. I love bell peppers. I
Yeah.
love bell peppers in like stir fry, pizza, soup.
Oh man.
One of my
Yeah. I like to do
favorites.
oh yeah, like fajitas and shit. But I don't. Instead of like strips, I just cube the meat and then mix that up.
Make it
Obviously cook
easier.
the
Yeah.
peppers and shit.
We
Yeah,
we get
more.
chicken tenders from Costco, so when we do fajitas, it's easier to cut it and just like cut them down the line in half or quarters or whatever. So chicken strips are
Nice.
super simple.
Mm. But yeah, for some reason, yeah, I usually sometimes I use onions. I don't generally. I'm not a big fan of onions, but
Oh, I
cooked,
love
I can definitely. Yeah, I
love
can
me
definitely.
some onions. There's gonna be a
Yeah,
whole onion
yeah,
in my mushroom pie for sure.
yeah, yeah. No,
Bunch of
I'm
garlic and
okay with the
mushroom and
taste,
onions.
but yeah, it's definitely a texture thing again. Like it's crunchy. So if they're cooked or caramelized, that's pretty decent. But even then, I have to kind of be in the mood for it, right?
So my favorite
So
thing
I
to do with
usually do
those is
that
just cook
too.
them all together until they're all kind of limp and slimy,
Yeah, yeah, and
and the
then you throw
chicken's
the kind of meat
cooked.
in there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, well
that's
if I'm cooking the beef or whatever, beef obviously. So I just throw it in once that's all mostly cooked. So there's a little more cooking to do, and then the beef obviously have to cook. Because I used to just throw it all in together, and obviously it tasted okay, but the beef was so overdone and tough. So I'm like finally figured out like, oh, I should throw in the meat last, so it just cooks for how long it takes to be cooked instead of you know turning it into
yeah.
marble. Yeah, dude. So all that with whatever pepper, garlic salt. What else I know I put it in? Not much more than that. But dude, for some reason, I would put that like just in like burrito form, and with mustard, it's the greatest. Fucking one of my all-time favorite things to eat. So just
Oh,
cheese,
interesting.
obviously some kind of cheese too, but mustard with that like steak fajita type thing. Not, I don't think it would work with chicken. But yeah, with steak, it's dude again easily within my top like five favorite things to eat of all time. Because I remember doing it when I worked at the chicken food place. That's where I started
Oh
doing that.
yeah.
Because like when
What?
they get the meat in, and we could eat as much as we wanted, so I'm like, I'm gonna take some of that and make this other shit. And then I noticed like with mustard, for some reason, dude, mustard just
I
made it
never used
super
mustard.
fantastic.
Sounds interesting
And
though.
sour cream, and sour cream. I like sour cream on there too.
Yeah.
Um, but just the mustard. Again, well, mustard's my favorite, condiment anyway, so
I want to
that
say
probably helps.
the fajitas. What I'll do is I'll usually marinate the chicken and the vegetables separately, but I'll marinate them in like lemon zest and lemon juice because we have a lemon tree in the front of the house, or
All
limes because
right,
we have a
right.
lime tree in front of the house too. So or both preferably. And
Nice.
Then I'll cook the onions and the peppers until they're cooked enough, and I'll add like the chicken, and or just till adding the chicken isn't too much, and then I'll cook them both together.
Mm.
And
Nice.
usually just do that with like a little bit of sour cream and like some taco sauce or salsa or something. Maybe a little lettuce or like the sour cream, whatever toppings happen to be in the fridge, kind of thing.
Yeah, I like guacamole a lot better with
Thought of
chicken
guacamole
than beef.
is, oh my god, I love making guacamole and having that on anything.
God damn it! Fuck, what's the beef that was? God damn it! I forget what the fuck it was. He had me. I think it was jalapenos. I think he had me add jalapenos in with the avocado and that. That's
Oh,
fucking
I don't add
fantastic,
jalapenos to the
dude.
guac because I'm never the only one eating it. But that sounds
Oh,
delightful.
right. It is
Because
amazing.
other people are eating too, and they're like, my family does
Um,
not like a lot of spice, so it's like,
but yeah, if you're using your literally from scratch, I mean that's already good, right? Like that's already pretty fucking good.
oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, mixing in the
Well, we also have a Meyer lemon
yeah.
tree and a lime tree out in front of the house. So
Mm,
when I'm making guac, I'm using like a freshly picked lime and a freshly picked lemon, or whichever one I feel like
yeah,
adding to it. I know there's like
yeah.
a lot of people who are like, no, it's only lime juice,
Mm,
or no, it's only lemon juice, and it's like, it's whatever you want,
yeah,
like whatever.
yeah, they're idiots. Yeah, yeah. You can't have a personal preference on that kind of thing. Must
Yeah,
do it the uh, arbitrarily approved way.
yeah. It's so
Yeah,
silly.
that shit's ridiculous.
Well,
So
for the
yeah, I forgot
longest
about
time,
the
we didn't
lemon.
have
I
a
did put
lime
a
tree, so it was lemon every time I made guacamole. So
right, right. Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, no, I always put obviously a little lemon juice. You put mayonnaise in it?
In guacamole, no, never put mayonnaise in there.
Okay. It gives it a really extra creamy consistency.
Oh,
It
and I
doesn't take
imagine it
much.
makes it a little richer flavor too.
Yeah, no, it's
Mayonnaise is
again,
really good
yeah,
for
like the
adding.
jalapenos.
I might try it.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
bulked out
yeah. Again,
guacamole with cottage cheese before,
mhm.
where you
Yeah,
take
that's
and you
I'm
make
not a fan of
like
cottage cheese.
well, no, yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mix it in
it's
just a little mayonnaise. Dude. See how you because it makes it super creamy and yeah, it's really, really fucking really good.
yeah, it's kind of the
But
same thing
again,
with the
not a
cottage
lot.
cheese, where it's like it's you mix it in to add like a kind of a salty texture thing to it. But
Right, right.
it was almost indistinguishable from regular guac for me when the cottage cheese. It was only like a half a cup or something for a like big old recipe of it. But it
Yeah,
was such a weird um, combination. I was just like, what a weird like thing. How did somebody figure out you can add this in there? You know, obviously if you
yeah,
don't like cottage cheese, you're not gonna add
right,
it. But I mean, like, who originally was
yeah,
like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna put in
right,
my guacamole.
yeah. All right, because yeah, I don't think mayonnaise is a normal thing in that, right?
Yeah,
There's no way,
no,
right?
no.
Okay, all right. I was like, maybe that's in recipes, but no, I just remember adding it
I've just
because
seen it
it's
added to
almost
enough things to know like sometimes it's
yeah.
really good to add a little mayonnaise or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. But again, it's not like, tuna fish, you're going to use a shitload of mayonnaise. But yeah, no, just a very small amount. So if you are going to try it, I'd recommend trying it on what you have for the wok already, just to see if you like it. Um, but yeah, like I said, it makes it super creamy and definitely enhances the flavor.
Um, if you're
God damn it.
making
I'm so
garlic
hungry
bread,
for fucking
for instance,
fajitas and
um,
guacamole now.
adding a little mayonnaise to your garlic bread butter spread is pretty good.
Mm,
May
all
not have
right.
thought of that, yeah, but you can add a little mayonnaise to that
No,
too.
I don't think I would have ever thought of that. So nice.
We had
Nice.
these neighbors from one of them who's a Hawaiian lady, and she made this cheesy garlic bread, and it had a fuck ton of mayonnaise on it, and it was so amazingly fucking good. Like it was so
Mm,
rich and cheesy and salty and like oh my god, like I want more now, and
mm,
I don't know exactly how to make it. I've tried
mm.
many times. I've gotten
Yeah,
close, but
yeah. I don't know why I brought this up to my mind, but
And it took a long
my
time to figure out
grandmother.
mayonnaise was a big part of it.
I know. I remember quite related, but kind of. But I remember, I probably mentioned this before, but my grandmother, when I was really young, whenever she'd make a ham sandwich, she would always use not butter, it was like margarine, but whatever,
Oh, okay.
spread on bread. And I just remember that was so fucking good, and I kind of forgot about it as an adult. But yeah, no, that's still really good. Just butter and ham,
Oh yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. Well, they used to use butter on sandwiches primarily because um, bread used to be a lot more stale most of the time when you're eating it, and so it would help with
Oh,
the
right,
staleness.
right.
But it would also create a little bit of a moisture barrier. So if your bread was a little dry, it wasn't gonna like really, really just suck up any kind of moisture from the toppings and become really soggy.
Right.
Because you know how like once
Okay.
bread gets a little
Yeah.
dry, a little bit of moisture, and suddenly it's like soggy as hell.
Yeah, it almost starts falling apart.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so the butter would
Yeah.
help prevent that thing from happening when you're using slightly stale bread. And so people were
Right.
using
That
slightly
makes
stale
sense.
bread a lot. And so they just
Yeah,
figured
shouldn't
out
hadn't
like,
quite got
hey,
all
you
the
slap a little butter on each side, and the whole thing works better.
well, hadn't quite gotten all the preservatives worked out back in the day.
Yeah,
I
exactly. Well, I
assume.
mean, hey,
Right,
why bother? You know,
right.
you put a
Yeah,
little
just
butter
slap
on
the
the
butter
bread
on
when
it.
you're making a sandwich. It tastes better. You're going to do it either way now because it's good, right? Like it doesn't matter if it's stale bread or not. 'Cause I've done that too,
Yeah.
like where you just make like a sandwich with butter instead of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip or anything.
Mhm.
Just a little bit of butter and lunch meat and stuff, cheese, all that. It's so fucking tasty.
Mhm.
But
Oh
then
shit! The
I
other
don't like
day, my
margarine. I
mom.
don't eat those.
Right. Yeah, for me, it's not a huge difference. I prefer butter, certainly. But yeah, my grandmother always used margarine instead for whatever reason. Um, my mom she'd gotten some kind of little fucking niche grocery store type place, and they had like a half loaf of like sourdough. Um, and from what I understand, sourdough, or at least this sourdough, it used wild yeast instead of the commercial yeast, which makes some
Oh,
kind of difference. Like it works slower apparently or something. But goddamn, it was so yeah. Tuna, I love tuna on sourdough. I like a lot of shit on sourdough. I really like sourdough. For some reason, tuna on sourdough is just fantastic.
oh yeah, yeah. If you're gonna buy a loaf of
Mhm.
bread somewhere, sourdough is the way to go, in my opinion. Every time.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my
I do
favorites.
like French bread for some stuff. If I'm making
Yeah,
French toast, I'll use just regular French bread. I don't want to use the
mhm.
sourdough.
Right. They do some good shit. Trying to think. Yeah, I would usually do sourdough even instead of rye or whatever the fuck you're supposed to use.
Yeah,
I love to ruin on with sourdough instead of rye or
absolutely.
fantastic.
So, yeah, or like rye bread. Yeah, rye bread, sourdough. Something about that little
Yeah.
extra
So yeah,
sour
rye
flavor to
is
bread is just really complements bread. I
yeah
don't know what it is.
yeah.
If we're doing
Use
potato
for
cheese soup, I
for
love having some sourdough bread with my
for
potato cheese soup. And
fuck. Did it kick me off? Sorry, so I just got a call in. Oh no, you're still there. Okay.
eh.
Sorry, I got a phone call and I thought it kicked me off. Okay.
Oh no. I was saying if I'm doing sourdough bread, I really like, or if I'm doing potato cheese soup, which is one of my favorite things to have and
Mm,
make, is sourdough bread is the way to go for sure with that. If there's got to be
mm,
sourdough bread with it, if I can
yeah.
have
Did you
any
put
say
bacon in with the
whatsoever.
potato cheese or
No,
no? Not even like bacon
we've
bits. Like
tried adding it, and nothing like so nothing we've added has ever made it better. Um,
um,
it's just you
yeah.
take a big leek and an onion and you fucking hit them in a food processor, right? And then you just
Right.
cook that down until it's caramelized. Add in, 3 or 4 stalks of celery chopped up into bits, and then add equal parts carrots and potatoes.
Mm,
And then
that
once
does
you got
sound
everything
good.
cooked down, and we add chicken broth for the broth, until it just covers all the tops of the vegetables. Cook everything till it's nice and soft, and then you add about a tablespoon or two of flour, and then 2 or 3 really big handfuls of sharpest cheddar cheese you can find.
Yeah. Oh
and,
my god.
Between the flour and the cheese, it thickens up into
uh,
almost like a stew. And with the potatoes, carrots, and celery, it is so phenomenal.
Dude.
The only thing we add occasionally is I'll add a couple cloves of garlic to the onion and the leek. But other than that, like nothing has ever made it better.
Bad.
We've tried chicken, bacon, all the different things, and it's like there's just something about the texture and the flavor that you can't beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, for cheddar, just over. And then, like even to the point, like I've had some that were so extra sharp that it's like crumbly almost.
Yeah, if you could find that, that's the one you would want to put in it.
Dude, yeah, dude, that is so good. It's like a pain in the ass because it's hard to like cut it because it's so crumbly and shit.
Oh yeah.
Damn, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, you shred it up, 2 or 3 big handfuls in a pot of that soup, and you will not find a better soup. I'm telling you, potato cheese soup, just that's the real simple recipe. It's just the way to go.
Well,
it's
it sounds
hard
good.
to beat.
Yeah, I would have to try bacon with it, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
sounds good without it.
If you ever want to make the soup and add bacon, add whatever the fuck you want. It's your soup.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because I would lean towards just using bacon bits, but I was thinking like, what if you actually cooked up bacon and just chop that all up?
I think you would want to add like chunks of bacon that were bigger, depending on the size of your potatoes and carrots, like in celery. How much did you cut those up? So like I think bacon bits might be a weird texture difference, like kind of gritty almost.
Yeah.
If the chunks are too big, but if you have like big pieces of bacon, texturally that would work better.
Yeah, that makes sense. God damn it! Now there's like 3 foods that I'm super fucking hungry for.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nothing here to make it with.
Well, and the fun thing with the potato cheese soup, and a lot of people like make fun of it, is, but it's like it's so easy to make, and no one ever I don't think I've ever had anyone actually try to make it.
Yeah, it's one of the few things that like ordinarily I usually have to have some kind of meat in any kind of soup. But yeah, potato and cheese, I'm totally fine without it.
Chicken
broccoli
broth.
And cheese. Yeah, broccoli and cheese, I'm totally fine without it.
Oh yeah, broccoli.
Yeah, I mean like
soup
chunks
or something like that. Cauliflower soup.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't think I've done cauliflower, but yeah, I got it. That's good shit too. Very similar to broccoli, obviously.
Oh yeah. I bought almost like $100 worth of different kinds of soup. Like instant soups. They're all cup of soup things, so it's like.
Oh yeah. You were talking about that.
I've been enjoying those.
That is nice. That is good shit. Alright. Oh fuck, we're past. I just realized fucking, and I'm fucking starving now. All this goddamn food talk.
Yeah, I know. Dinner's not for like another hour for me either.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, the different hours. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, I gotta take a piss and get myself something to eat.